Well, no answer.
God, I have questions.
Okay, so who wants to give me a clap?
Great. Fantastic clap.
10 out of
Fantastic.
10?
Amazing.
Would you say it was a phenomenal clap?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
No.
okay.
I'm off it.
All right.
All right, what's your new name then, Sherm? We gotta switch it up.
Who's sure? Anyway,
All right, you.
the reason I get sad every time about BB is because there's this dude on TikTok that reminds me exactly of him.
Is that the guy you
Oh.
sent me a picture of?
The potential dangerous downloads.
Okay.
Those are lies. It's okay.
I'm going to do this in real time. So,
Uh-huh.
Oh, I thought that said Lego for a second. I was about to say,
Lego. If
Like-
all the kings
Let's go.
had their
Lego Indiana Jones.
had
So-
the queens on the throne.
he sent me a couple of, so he sent me these. These are like
Wow,
the,
looks like shit.
Jesus Christ.
thanks.
I'm just
Wow, this
I
looks
was
like
gonna-
hot garbage, brother.
So-
hot
these-
fuck. You got soft drawing skills, brother.
Yeah, you got soft
I
hands,
remember
brother.
my first part-time gig.
So these are going to be part of the new like thumb screen and like like
thumb
artwork,
screen.
thumbnail.
I love
Mm.
thumb screen.
Oh, they're my favorite part.
I wear them all the
He was
time.
one of the
Mm.
best Mad Max Furiosa characters.
No, that was black thumb.
Okay, whatever, man.
Dude, I'm starting. You know how you have a weirdly eidetic memory of a lot of like random shit.
Oh, this guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mactastic.
That's what they call me.
I was starting to feel that in that movie where I was just like, oh yeah, when they drove the war rig and they were going to gas, like that shit stuck with me way more than anything else usually does. Because usually I remember the broad strokes, but not like the bits and pieces as well in like
Sure.
most of the media that I enjoy. Oh, Jose, I can't even fucking see that. It's garbage.
what do you mean?
Yo, was that the moon?
Yo,
Yeah.
is that Den?
No, this is
Den
just the
O.
moon. So it's like
Kamen Rider?
he made it transparent. So if I just want to use the moon,
It's a PNG.
The moon.
He didn't make it transparent. He fucking left like the backlighting in on the text.
well, I can't open it on this computer, but I can open it on my Mac, and so I'll be able to see.
Just trust him. It's there.
Plus, it'll be easy to take out. Anyways, we haven't introduced ourselves. Who are we?
Oh,
what
yeah.
what does it matter? What does any of this
What's a
matter?
name?
Why are we
really?
here?
Just to suffer.
I don't remember the rest.
They played us like a damn fiddle.
Played us like a damn fiddle!
Woo, okay.
Nanomachines.
Son,
Hardened in response
it's a physical trauma. You
Okay.
can't hurt me, Jack.
All right, two peas
Nice
to a pod.
knife.
That'll be your podcast. What? Who are
Dude,
you guys?
we should make a Revengeance podcast.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah.
So who are
First
you guys?
episode, Jetstream Sam.
There you go. We'll just talk about him the whole time.
Dude, he's
fucking
so
cool he
he's
is.
so fucking sick.
Are you guys still on the bit, or did you
Yeah,
give up
we're
on
gonna do the bit for a while.
Okay.
Rest of the podcast, probably.
Anytime anything Metal Gear Revengeance adjacent happens, it just it goes.
Living
I meant your
in-
names.
I realize you were just
who do
like
you,
me.
Who do you want to be from Revengeance? We
Who do I
can
wanna
start
be?
We can start a new bit.
I'll be Monsoon.
That's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
I don't.
I mean, there's no bad options, man.
What the fuck does Mistral mean? Because
So,
like monsoon makes sense as a winds of change.
I remember her dialogue. Mistral says she's the cold wind of France.
Oh,
So I have no idea.
I mean monsoon's so much better because like his name literally means like something with wind.
It's like, oh yeah, a monsoon. You can be Campson, the Desert Storm.
That's not bad, but I don't remember that character.
He's in the DLC.
Oh,
It's all right.
unimportant. Is that the one where you play as Blade Wolf?
Yep, that's
All
the one.
right, yeah.
All right, I'll introduce myself then. My name's Jose, aka Sonomonjo.
Sounds like Senator Armstrong.
No longer legally Jose. Check that off.
That doesn't matter. I'm
I
still
know.
calling you Jose.
I know.
It'll never change.
So, who are you?
I am the Doctor.
Doctor.
Dude, Doctor was fucking sick.
He was with his collection of hands.
Hell yeah.
Hell
And
yeah.
and who are you over there?
I'm Monsoon.
Monsoon.
The winds
sir.
of change.
So, Doctor.
Doctor. Yeah.
Doctor.
He just says it in like, is it like a German accent?
Yeah, I think he's
Yeah.
German.
And
Yeah.
Doctor.
The only doctor I know is that one from the only German doctor I know is that one from the the nasty one,
From Schindler's List.
the human centipede.
Oh.
Oh, yep. Have you
Nope.
guys seen the?
Nope.
Have you
Yes.
seen all of them?
Kind of.
All of them? They made more?
Oh,
you
yeah.
bet your ass they did.
So
there's 3 to my knowledge.
Okay.
So the second one is a like fourth wall kind of break where like there's like this guy, he's like gross, fat, ugly. They made him to be like the most like unappealing human being imaginable, and he's just obsessed with the human centipede. Then he does his own human centipede. And the third one, it turns out, hey, even more referential.
It gets even more meta.
Yeah, it's like it turns out those 2 movies are a movie within movies, and then the guy who played the German doctor in the first one is the jail warden of the third one.
And the fucking, like, the writer or, like, the guy behind the concept of the human centipede just
Yeah.
fucking shows up, like, in a nice car and shit.
He's just in his movie.
And, like...
He bought that car after the first one.
Probably.
Probably, yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Dude, the third one to me was almost a fucking comedy, just
Yeah.
because of the warden.
It basically was.
The warden...
Dude.
How much of this should I... Like, he castrates a guy, and then, like, cooks his nuts, and, like,
Makes
eats them.
Yeah. Did he make them eat it, or did he eat
Oh,
it?
he ate it. Dude, he
Oh.
had it, like, literally presented to him like a Michelin star, like, silver tray shit, and he just sits there, I think, listening to music, just eating this guy's nuts. He has a fucking jar of women's clitorises that he got from, like, South America or something. Apparently...
I would like to unsubscribe from this fun fact.
Okay, I'll stop there then.
Yeah, please.
So yeah, it was very funny, though. I couldn't help but laugh during the
Yeah,
whole
I thought
fucking
it was
thing.
hilarious.
I actually did, yeah.
It was
so
funny.
fucking funny. But in any case, yeah,
It was
so
so
there you go,
funny.
dear listeners, the human centipede.
Yeah.
Human centipede. I think
Fucking-
I'll cut the bit out about the women vaginal part.
Not
okay.
about the balls. Come on.
Nah, that one's funny.
All right, someone's a little
The line is drawn at clitorises, okay?
getting a
That's
little
where it's
woke in
drawn.
this podcast. I might have to get out of here.
Well, dear listeners, if you like wokeness, we do have 2 topics for you today. One is we finished Suicide Squad.
Yay.
Second,
I forgot we were going to talk about that.
Oh, how could you forget,
How
Charm?
could
We've
I
been watching it every
I don't
week.
know. I forgot what happened in it.
Yeah.
Second, we finally all got because we were supposed to all watch it in theaters, but I think we all just kind of never got around to it. But we finally watched Furiosa, the
best
wokest
anime.
Mad Max, according to the internet.
What the fuck was? What were people saying was the woke part? I
Yeah,
didn't see the woke part.
I'm curious, too, because
That
it's
it's
like...
a woman.
Oh,
I see. Okay.
Literally.
man, we're really clutching at straws here. Aren't
Oh,
we?
yeah, we're scraping the bottom of the barrel, man.
Well, before we get to our topics today, I want to bring up a couple newses.
Newses. Ooh, I love those.
News articles.
Yep, some news
Question
articles.
mark.
So this one has been
Smiley
on
face.
everything, including IGN, Crunchyroll, even
yeah.
some other ones,
Do you
Variety,
see
I
the
think.
Salem?
I don't think I did, no.
So voice actress Veronica Taylor, Ash from Pokemon, revealed Monday that voice actress Rachael Lillis died on the evening of August 10th. She had been battling breast cancer.
Oh, okay. No, I'm sorry. I did see this actually, because yeah, there's a lot of like people like paying tribute to her and everything on Twitter and like posting her roles and stuff.
Hell
For
yeah,
those
brother.
who don't know, she was drumroll
Misty
Misty.
and Jesse.
Yes,
And
Misty.
a lot of voices.
So she has tragically passed. We haven't really brought up a person dying in a while. I think one of the
Rest in peace, Torium.
Yep, ever
think-
since Toriyama passed.
I think it was Toriyama, the last one we talked about, but
Hell yeah.
I would say when I see Misty, even if she doesn't have a speaking role or anything, that's the voice I listen to because I listened to this in English. Obviously, I was a kid, so. But yeah, her voice is pretty iconic to that Pokemon, I would say. Don't you guys think?
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, shit, if you were a kid watching Pokemon, like you remember like James's voice, Misty's voice, all that stuff.
And she also voiced, you said,
Jigglypuff too.
oh,
Oh,
she
yes.
did Jigglypuff?
Mm-hmm.
So-
Jigglypuff, Jiggly.
So basically, like, let me pull up her IMDb because
Ah,
obviously,
yes, we're back to list talk. That's my favorite.
no,
Yo, was she the voice? Was she the voice of Jigglypuff in the fucking Pokemon Detective movie? That's fucking sick.
So actually, let me do.
Oh yeah, she was one of the Hunter x Hunter characters too. I forgot. about
Was she
that.
actually?
Yeah.
Was she the Thread girl?
That one.
Coco,
I have
Hunter
no
Hunter.
fucking idea who
You
that is.
probably
Dog.
have to scroll.
Hunter x Hunter,
Oh,
Mito,
but she was Sella?
Freeze's Cute
Okay.
Beauty, cute is that Cutie Beauty?
The fuck is Sella?
Oh, she's one of the maids for Ilya.
Okay.
Yep. So she did a
We're talking about Fate, by the the way.
No wonder I don't remember her. I was too focused on Ilya and Iris.
Yep. So she voiced Misty and Jessie, and it looks like she had been doing it up until Pokemon Chronicles.
Well, she didn't. She probably did a lot of Pokemon roles.
She did do Maylene?
I think it's Maylene.
Probably.
Yeah, Sinnoh Gym Leader and Diamond and Pearl. It looks like she did. Sorry. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It looks like
Yo, she was the voice of Shinx's brother.
Oh, she did Sunflora and Shinx's brother.
Hell yeah.
Sunflora is cute. I like it.
No,
Goldeen.
Sunflora sucks.
Is it not cute?
No, it's cute, but
Okay.
it sucks.
It's a bad Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yep, Face Day Night Unlimited Blade Works Cellas. So she, she wasn't very prominent. She wasn't very big, and it did state right here in the article that a GoFundMe had been launched on May 13th for Lillis to help fund a home care nurse. The campaign revealed that Lillis had been diagnosed with brain cancer that spread to her spine, thus leaving her barely able to walk. The campaign noted that Lillis had been in a nursing home in Los Angeles since late January to receive care, but that the noise in the nursing home had made it difficult for her to rest. On Monday, the campaign announced her death along with a message. So this is a very tragic. I saw one article, I think it was on IGN, and it was like how the American health system failed this voice actress.
Weird.
And I will say that's probably 100% true. Like this is somebody like we all kind of grew up with. Jessie is a famous voice in Pokemon. She's iconic. And the fact that this voice actress, who kind of, I don't know if she lost the role or they recast it or whatever the case was.
They would have had to recast it
because Ash got recasted. A lot of people got recasted.
Well, I was just saying, like, Jessie and James are probably still part of Pokemon today, so.
Yeah, they are, I think.
Fuck.
They never went away. Like, they started introducing the other, like, Pokemon, like,
regions.
Evil Pokemon.
Yeah,
leagues.
like the guys from, like, X and Y and stuff.
I think, like, if Ash was there, I think Team Rocket was going to be there regardless. I think it was just but it did say that she did voice up to 2006 for Jessie, so whatever the case may have been with her losing the role, whether the license went to another company or whatever the case is, looks like that was her biggest role. Like, would be like Misty and Jessie with Pokemon, because I was gonna say, like, you guys remember Cella? You guys remember Coco from Hunter x Hunter? Not very iconic.
Fucking Coco was the goat.
Oh, she was the goat.
I don't know.
So I just want to give a moment of silence for Rachael Lillis, and I won't say nothing too offensive, but I do hope she's up there with Toriyama on Snake Way. So that's
every time you say Snake Way, I think you say Segway, and it makes me laugh a little bit.
I think it's this gap in my
I
tooth.
hope they're up here with the segue.
If anybody ever wonders why I don't do anything on camera,
Toriyama, Lillis, and fucking Cloud up there on the Segway.
Cloud?
Shut the fuck up. I know.
Do you not remember this? This was the thing we were the most hyped for.
You don't remember Cloud Strife piloting a Segway?
Oh, yeah.
Segway Cloud. I never got to that part, by the way.
That's just the addition that I was.
I never got
for.
past the frog hop minigame.
Did you never go back to it? Man, you were fucking sitting there, fucking playing it out. You finally get done with it. And you're like, I'll get back to it.
Game of the year.
I think what
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
This is the gameplay.
I did start playing a little bit of it, and I think it turned me off that we're doing multi-dimensional bullshit now.
Wake me up when Vincent Valentine becomes a thing. Otherwise,
the thing that turned me off the most was like they went from like kind of like story-driven like corridor kind of stuff with some side areas to now we're just open world. Here you go.
Oh, that kind of sucks. Yeah, it did feel like that way, especially in Nibelheim. Like it was like you could just go straight to the hotel, or you could just walk around, talk to everybody.
Yeah,
and it's like I'll probably spend an hour doing this.
But it still felt like a traditional RPG where you were like, okay, I only have so much room to explore, but I gotta go from thing to thing. Now it's like I don't know. Like I spent probably fucking 5 or 6 hours just doing the first like open world area because that's how my brain works. I'm like gotta do everything.
Every fucking side.
And then I got to I like progressed the story enough to get to the second area, and I'm like, oh fuck, I don't want to do this again. Just do everything again. So that's where I set it down.
Yeah, but you conquered the frog hopping minigame.
Dude, the frog hopping minigame was crazy.
All right, so moving on. Got my finger in the air.
Segue time.
Are you guys
acknowledge your tribal chief?
Are you guys horror fans?
Salem is.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay, so what do you think about this exclusive? Halloween is getting its own Unreal Engine 5 game with John Carpenter ultimately involved.
Intimately.
Oh, intimately. Sorry, the mic's kind of in the way.
Intimately. So. Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, he'll get in those guts.
Look at the TV.
So here's the thing, right? I mean, just like how they gave fucking Jason his own game that you could play. You know what I mean? If I recall right. it was like a multiplayer thing. Someone could play as Jason, and the rest were just like survivors or whatever. I personally don't care for it. Like I'm fine with like the movies being what they are to be enjoyed and everything, and just talked about. But the Jason Voorhees game didn't do shit for me, so I don't know what they're gonna do with Michael Myers.
So it does say that the Evil Dead game studio Boss Team Games are working on 2 games based on Halloween. Though they're the
Wait,
no, that's Tango Gameworks.
wait,
I have an update about them.
Let me see here. Okay, so wait.
Let's look up Boss Team Games.
Boss Team Games.
So our games. This is their website.
Okay.
Their games. Evil Dead games.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, the
Cobra Kai.
Brother,
card
I'm gonna
fighter.
level with you. I didn't know either one of these games existed, so I don't know.
I actually bought Big Strong Man, this Evil Dead game. She touched it for 5 minutes and then was like, nah, this is boring.
Oh.
Yeah, this game fucking sucks.
Question: how much was the Evil Dead game?
I don't know, 15
$60.
bucks. I didn't pay that much for it.
$7,000.
$7,000.
Look, she's really into some of these games, so I'll just like get them for her. Like I got World War Z, and she was like, "This game is fun, but like doing everything myself sucks." I'm like, "Yeah, because it's like a 4-player team thing, and
What,
she doesn't want to play online."
She loves those like horror story like series of games. That was like what The Quarry, I think, was one of them.
Yeah, she liked she played The Quarry.
What about that one?
Men of Medan?
What about
Yep.
that one where the teens fuck?
You're gonna have to be more specific. Sure.
That's
He
the
knows
one that's
what I'm
getting
talking
remade.
about.
It had the dude from that
They had
played.
Rami Malek. in
Yep,
it.
yep. I'm gonna look it up.
Rami Malek.
It's
video
literally
game.
sitting over there, but I'm not gonna get it.
Rami Malek video game.
Until
Yeah,
Dawn.
Until Dawn. Yeah.
Yeah, the one where they fuck.
Turns out, spoiler,
Yeah.
Rami Malek was the bad guy.
Oh my god.
Fuck, bud. No, I'm never gonna play that game.
Spoilers.
You know what? Do you guys remember the gimmick to that game? Like you got to set the controller. It's like hold it still. Everybody just
Yeah.
put it down.
Yeah, dude, I've watched people play Until Dawn, and yeah, they just fucking set it flat, good enough.
If you didn't know, they
I've
are
disabled
remaking it
the-
for PS5.
I've disabled the controller port on number 1. You'll have to switch to controller port 2.
Metal Gear style. Yeah, if you guys didn't know, they are remaking Until Dawn
For
for
the
PS5.
PS5,
Yep.
yeah.
Don't know how
Where's
it'll
my fucking Bloodborne at? God damn it.
We're never gonna get
capped at 30
No.
frames.
Fuck, bud.
We're not even gonna get it for fucking
They're like
PC.
Last of Us, sure. Fucking Until Dawn, sure.
Well, I think what I
the
read.
game that people have been clamoring for fucking years
only
to be moved
reason-
to PC or
the
something.
only
No.
reason I would have a PlayStation.
Yeah. It's for
I,
Bloodborne.
Yeah.
It's a good ass game. I enjoyed playing it a lot.
when I was kind of reading into The Last of Us and Until Dawn, it turns out that like everything they did is just stored in a hard drive and locked in case they want to remake it with better like a better engine because all the work is there. All they just got to do is animate it again. So apparently that's just cheaper than doing a whole nother thing.
FromSoft.
When it comes to FromSoft, I have no idea why
Them
they just don't
motherfuckers.
remaster it.
It has to still be a fucking mystery. 'Cause people speculate about that to this day, where it's just like, why the fuck don't we have Bloodborne?
Give it to me on
like,
PC.
On PC, like it's not gonna not sell well.
Exactly,
Like,
and if-
people like the game.
And Sony has, and Sony is not like shy about putting their games on PC anymore. Like they're literally throwing almost all of their biggest IPs on there. So
The only thing I could think is like they're gonna do either a remaster or Bloodborne 2. Either one, doesn't matter. And then they're like, also available on PC.
yep, it'll be that.
But
So,
you can't get the remastered version, just the base game.
so
Just that now.
question.
It'll be $70.
I don't know. I just think that like they should just hurry up and just fucking do it already. Just at least release Bloodborne 1 on PC and just call it a day.
Yeah, anything.
So question, as Salem, I guess, as
Hello.
a big horror fan
Yeah.
yourself, are you? You said you're not excited for this. You don't care.
No, well, just because it's like, again, like just seeing how like the Jason Voorhees games are,
Yeah.
or game at least that I know of, the gameplay just does not seem all that entertaining. It seems more like a party kind of game where you have your buddies and everything. If it's something similar but with Michael Myers, I just don't give a shit.
Oh,
So,
Which one's Michael Myers?
the Halloween guy.
Halloween.
This is wear the hockey mask.
No.
No,
He wears the
wears-
William Shatner whited out with no eyes.
Yeah, and it's got like hair on it.
He's not Machete Man.
No.
He's
I'm thinking of Jason, right?
yeah, you're thinking of Jason Voorhees.
Michael Myers.
Dun, 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 dun.
This one.
Yep.
He kind of has a big knife.
He just got this big knife.
It's a decent sized knife, I'd say. Perfectly average.
Rob Zombie. The first Halloween movie I watched was that Rob Zombie remake, and to this day I always remember when the the Michael Myers in that movie, just stabs the dude into the wall.
Right.
Fucking nuts, dude.
I have a game. You have to Freddy, Jason, Michael Myers. You have to marry, kiss, kill.
Okay. Marry, kiss, kill?
You know the adult version.
I will
marry Jason, I will kiss Michael, and I will kill Freddy because he's a pedophile.
Freddy's the
Well, you
one
just
with
had
the
to bring that
claw.
up, didn't you?
I mean, canonically.
Freddy's the one with
Yeah,
the claw,
canonically
right?
he is. Yeah, he has the
He has the burn
he's the
face.
Nightmare Man.
Nightmare, yep.
But he is handsome though. The actor anyway. I think he is.
Yeah, he is. But canonically, Freddy Krueger.
Fine. Well, to not make it weird, even though I find him handsome, given what he's done.
No, make it weird. Fuck it.
Okay, I would kiss the fuck out of Freddy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's see, because he's gotta have a freaky like tongue game.
He'd probably kiss you
Yeah,
too.
it's got
so
burn scars on it.
That's all right.
It's all right.
That's all right. We can make
That's
it
what
work.
we're
Nothing
looking
wrong with a
for.
little texture. You know
That's
what
what
I'm
I'm saying.
So-
Just a little bit.
Kiss Freddy. I would marry, let's say Jason.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'd kill Michael Myers.
Too bad.
Just 'cause I find him
you
not that
can't
interesting.
kill Michael Myers.
Oh.
And you can't kill Freddy because Freddy exists only in your dreams.
It's true. But if I get the Dream Warriors together,
Yeah, if you get the fucking Dream War,
Get the,
dude.
get the
I
band
love
back
I
together.
love fucking random bullshit and retcons. I love that shit. Do you remember when Jason, somebody I think ate his heart and then he like possessed the guy's body?
yeah.
Yeah, you remember that shit? Yeah. Jason Goes to Hell, I think.
Jason went to hell
yes.
and he went to space and he fought
Oh,
Krueger.
Do you remember Jason X when he's in space? I remember that shit.
That shit was so goofy.
It really was, man.
Dude,
but
was Seth Green in that? Was he like fucking a robot? Who was fucking a robot? Somebody was fucking a robot in that movie.
there was. Do you remember the guy was trying to put fucking nipples on it and it just fell?
Funny story. That wouldn't be the first time Seth Green has tried to fuck a robot. Pretty sure in Mass Effect he's trying to romance the shit.
I wonder if that's a callback then.
It all comes full circle,
Perhaps.
baby.
Either that or Seth Green has a really weird fetish. He's like, I can fuck the robot girls.
So, before we move on, a quick tidbit. Do you know why it's called Jason X instead of Jason in Space? Even though that
Because
was
it's Jason Cross Space.
no. So it turns out
What?
that the character of Jason is owned by one company, but the name Friday the 13th is owned by another. So when they released the movie, they were like, "Oh, what are we gonna do?" And they're just put Jason. Just call him Jason.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I recall apparently Freddy versus Jason was like a nightmare to like organize, get that together.
Knee slapper.
That's a fucking good one.
Thank you. But yeah, I remember like that, like the production being like a hell of a thing to like pull off, just because like the people that own the rights to both the characters were kind of fighting for theirs to come out on top or something.
Yeah.
So it was supposed to be at the end of
Literal power scaling battles
at the-
happening.
There you go.
At the end of Jason in Hell, if you remember, he was a spirit flying around, possessing people and shit in that one.
Yeah.
When Freddy kind of like takes the mask and like drags it to hell, what was supposed to happen is Jason and Freddy would both be in hell, and the person who would be kind of overseeing hell was gonna be Pinhead. So
Not
Are you
the-
fucking serious?
Not
Yeah.
the devil?
Brother. Okay.
and then they would all get released because some dumb teens were playing with the puzzle. What
Oh,
is it called?
the lament configuration.
The lament
yeah.
configuration. What a fucking name, dude.
I love that name so fucking much, and I don't even think it got called the lament configuration to like the fourth film. I think.
I think
ju-
it was
just
in the
like
first
the
one.
box, huh?
I think it was in the first
No,
one.
they
No
didn't call it.
box.
that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they just called it like the box or some shit.
box.
Oh, it's a puzzle box, but
Puzzle
like
box.
lament configuration, I think was the fourth one.
Such a good name.
It is. I wish I would have called it that sooner.
I keep saying we're gonna move on, but quick tidbit:
Oh, yeah,
Henry Cavill.
segue.
Henry Cavill was in one of those Hellraiser movies, but he was in a bad one. He was in the hacker one.
Okay. There's a lot of bad ones.
It's
though.
the hacker one.
Hell on Earth. I think.
I don't know.
Wait, no.
I only watched the first two.
Okay, it's the eighth one, I think. Yeah, I think.
Does Ryan Reynolds have a twin brother?
No way.
Are you sure?
Yeah, why?
I was wondering.
Could Jose, just for me, could you look up Hellraiser Hell World real quick? I just want to make sure.
Yeah. Is that the good one?
No, I think this is the hacker one.
Yep.
Yep, that's the one.
There's
Okay.
Henry Cavill.
Yep, the eighth film. It also has Wayland Yutani in it.
Does it?
It literally does.
They trying to connect these movies.
Man, it was fucking weird. weird.
So, I mean, as far as I know, a lot of these games are just trying to be either Dead by Daylight or that Friday the 13th game.
Dead by Daylight's another good one to pull out, yeah.
I was going to say, I think this game might attempt to do Friday the 13th, just because that one was super massively popular. Big Strong Man and Martine, they once played like on different PlayStations, and Big Strong Man once told Martine, hey, go kill the guy you're working with. And he listened to her for whatever reason. And then the dude got mad and told Martine, yeah, because his like username used to be like Lil Lucho on there or something. He's like, Lil Lucho, mouthful of balls, bitch ass motherfucker. What are you doing killing me? I thought we were working together. Fuck you, motherfucker.
Oh, man.
I mean, Hada was just laughing like the whole time.
Like, I mean, I hope the game does well. I like seeing them trying to bring back these characters, but just the type of game just isn't for me. So
I already know like what it's probably gonna be, and then that it's gonna be by the guys who did the Evil Dead, and I kind of watched a little bit of gameplay of that, and it was not very interesting. Our friend Tristan, I think this was for him. I think he played this.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Since they're doing this, I'm gonna not be surprised if they try to make a fucking Freddy game, or if they try to make a Hellraiser game at some point. Because if they're already going from, you know, we have Dead by Daylight, which a lot of people love.
Yep.
And then we got fucking Friday the 13th. We're going to Halloween now. I'm not gonna be surprised.
Which, like, Dead by Daylight gets a bunch of guest characters. They've got, like, a bunch of Silent Hill characters. Resident Evil got 2 special events. And
Oh, yeah, fucking, I think we have Wesker in there, which is like, what?
I mean, Dead by Daylight would be a dead game if you didn't continue to have like special guest characters.
True.
No, that's true. Yeah, I just
Otherwise,
find
just-
it weird seeing Wesker there.
Just be
I
a
think-
bunch of fucking horror OCs in there. Like,
I think Freddy, because the original game, like, the base game did drop with a bunch of horror OCs that were
It
just
did.
kind of like,
Yeah, like
this is Pigster. He's a pig man who murders you. Actually, that might be a Batman villain. I don't
they have Pig Face, I think,
Okay.
from Saw in there, or Pig Head, I should say.
yeah.
do you know the? This is gonna be a stretch. Do you know the game Killer Instinct?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you know the undead fucking ghost girl from Killer Instinct?
So I know of Killer Instinct, but I don't know the characters.
Yeah, I don't know
I know there's a
characters.
wolf guy or a werewolf guy.
I know there's a lizard and a mech man.
I gotta look
There's
up
a mech guy in that?
Mhm.
Oh,
I gotta
okay.
look up a cast list because you gotta see this.
He's not as
character.
cool as
Okay.
Sector or
Hell yeah.
Triborg.
Hell yeah, brother.
What are the other ones?
Cyrax, you got
Cyrax.
fucking
Smoke.
you got smoke.
Where there is fire, there is smoke.
Ugh. Nah, not for me, dog.
All right, go to Google.
Okay.
Type in, I think it's Sadako, Sadako.
You're talking about like Sadako from like the
From
Ring?
The Ring?
Uh,
Sadako?
type in Killer Instinct. I think.
Oh, was she a guest character in Killer Instinct?
yeah.
That would be
Okay.
He's
Dude, look at this
Now,
fucking character.
Let me say this. I like the look of her in this, but like, what the fuck is she doing here? Like, I have no real problem with it. It's just kind of a bizarre pick.
The best
her
part.
name is Hisako from Killer Instinct. Yep.
Oh,
Hisako,
Hisako. That's right. Okay, I got
Really
bait.
neat though.
I got debated.
What, she's got like a fucking naginata or some shit too. Like, I'm on board with
Yeah,
it.
dude, she's got a fucking like spear through her chest too. Fucking sick
Yeah,
character.
I'm 100% on board with this design.
Yeah, put this character in fucking Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, fuck it, do it.
Yo, I did see that they did put Sadako from The Ring in Dead by Daylight.
Oh,
So.
did they though?
Yeah.
Oh,
You
okay.
should-
They have fucking Pinhead in there too.
Yeah, everybody's in
If you
it.
ever get time, look up some gameplay of Hisako because she does combo and then she like turns into a spirit form, enters your body and like starts contorting it.
That
Fucking-
sounds cool.
It's fucking
That sounds
sounds like
fucking
a sick
awesome,
fatality.
actually.
so fucking cool,
Oh,
man.
Man, I
Killer
love
Instinct has some fucking dope ass characters and then was a not as great fighting game.
Well, that's what I was going to ask too. Sorry to keep this going a little bit
No,
longer.
Do you
we're
want to
good.
get into the deep lore?
Well, all I wanted to ask about Killer Instinct was like, I know it was on Xbox One. I
Actually, it
remember
was
that
on
was-
N64, I think.
Yes, it was originally on N64.
Okay, well,
The-
the
the-
newest.
The
one, I
problem
guess.
was it was exclusive to Xbox One. and
Because
the
it was a
okay.
Rare game, I think, and Rare got bought
Oh,
out by
it was done by
Microsoft.
Rare?
Yep.
Oh,
Mhm.
Huh.
So basically, since the Xbox One had we can go into even deeper lore where
we don't have to. I was just curious if they did anything with the property.
So
Oh.
Rare was relegated to be the Xbox Connect machine like factory, and then obviously the Connect flopped. So they Rare was just kind of in limbo for a long time. They never officially shut it down, but then they got relegated to just doing like, hey, Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts. Hey, remake of try doing a new Perfect Dark. Oh, it sucks. It's like they were like what they were in the 90s with Nintendo, and then compared to what they became with Xbox was like night and day.
It just misses after miss, it sounds like then.
Yeah.
I
So
was just curious because I knew like Killer Instinct looked sick as fuck back when it came out on Xbox Xbox One because that was the only time I've seen Killer Instinct.
So I don't know who did Killer Instinct on Xbox One, but that's one of the games I've just been trying to buy, but I just haven't come across it.
I forget which studio did that. The biggest problem was like, so say what you will about like the like PlayStation like 3 versus the 360. Like Microsoft had a lead out of that generation, and then like there was the wildest fucking press conference ever where they were like, yeah, you can hook your TV into it and it's gonna be the all-in-one machine. And then they were like, hey, you know what else everyone does to save money? Buy and sell used games. You can't fucking do that.
No, it's going to be locked to it was either your machine or your account. So you could not fucking lend your buddy a fucking video game.
What is with High Dive and fucking Crunchyroll showing me fucking ads from anime that aired last season? That's crazy.
They're trying to get you to watch their hottest properties.
Dude, when you walked in, me and him were watching a clip and it was a Crunchyroll ad. It was for fucking Swordsmith Village. That was last arc.
So
like I thought it was like for the fucking video game that they had made, but that was forever ago, and then it turned out to be for the fucking Swordsmith arc, and it's like, huh?
Sorry, I clicked on this because I wanted to click on
a
photo.
Oh yeah, don't forget they put the fucking toad
from
Battletoads Battletoads in.
I mean, his shades look pretty slick though. But I saw that like the Arbiter was a fucking guest character.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I mean, this design looks pretty sick in this.
It's a cool game.
Like, is this a Halo? Is that a Halo guy?
Yeah, the Arbiter is one of the characters in
Halo.
Halo.
Yeah, look at him.
Like just from these like character icons here, I'm liking a lot of the designs I'm seeing here.
They were fucking. It was cool. It
like,
looked
this
looked
fucking
cool.
multi-face dude.
This one.
Yeah, that guy. Like I want to know who the fuck that is. That looks sick.
And there's Hinako. Hisako. I have to assume.
Yeah.
But yeah,
her walk animation is so nuts. She like shambles forwards, like she's a very slow character.
I'm gonna look her up on my phone just to make sure I don't forget.
Yeah. Put that in the tab.
So it was Hisako, right?
Hisako from Killer Instinct. So speaking of video games, our friend Tristan is really happy that Tango Gameworks got bought over by Krafton. Now, do you know what Krafton's biggest game is?
No.
Okay, I was gonna give you a guess, but they did chicken winner chicken dinner. PUBG. So they got bought out by the PUBG guys.
Okay.
So, yep, right there. PUBG publisher Krafton is bringing over roughly 50 of the 100 staff members employed at Tango Gameworks, while it was operated by Microsoft.
Gotta spend that PUBG money somewhere, I guess.
So, do you guys know what games Tango Gameworks worked on?
I've probably heard of a couple.
So, Hi-Fi Rush, obviously.
Yeah.
Nope.
And then the Ghostwire Tokyo, one our friend Tristan was very...
I played that. That was, like, Tristan had it running, and he let me play it for a little bit. It was kind of disappointing compared to the release trailer.
Dude, like when I saw the trailer for Ghostwire, I was like, oh, this is a really cool concept.
Tango Gameworks is who made the fucking Evil Within.
Yeah, and then the Evil Within, the two biggest games that I think...
Who runs this studio? Because I think it's someone important in the...
So, it was founded by Shinji Mikami, but he's been gone for a while.
Yeah, that's because everyone was
he's
like...
the Resident Evil creator.
Yeah, people were like, Shinji Mikami made a new game studio, he's making the Evil Within, and then people were like, the Evil Within's not very good.
So one thing I would say is like one thing that disappoints me so there was a news article on IGN about the Silent Hill creator. So the guy who kind of like I don't know if he created the first, like I don't know what role he had because they just called it creator of Silent Hill making a new game. And we've seen that a couple times. Well, I have anyways when I kind of look up these news articles like Silent Hill dev or Silent Hill creator or co-creator, and it's like they're all coming out with like different games. We looked at one a couple weeks ago and it just did like not look like anything.
Oh, okay. I don't remember the name of it, but it was the one that had like the kind of stiff ass kind of gameplay, and you could just fucking tell by a look that's gonna have glitches and shit.
Yep. And then this other one was like it's called like Splitterhead, right? And essentially it just kind of looks like a very anime kind of game. Like the story will be very like Japanese anime, kind of like
Could you put up Splitterhead for us then?
Yeah.
But yeah, you can keep describing it to us then. I was just curious.
So it kind of so what it kind of looks like is it looks like the game will probably like it's not Silent Hill, and that's like the first thing I kind of thought, and then I kind of disappointed myself with it. So this is the revealed trailer. Let me look at the most recent thing. This is the most recent one. I was kind of disappointed in myself because I was kind of like, oh, this doesn't look like Silent Hill, but then I thought maybe this Silent Hill creator is just trying to do something new. Like, why am I thinking of Silent Hill?
Yeah, I mean I kind of get where you're coming from though. like when you take a step back, you realize like, oh well, maybe they're just kind of sick of it. You know, they want to try something new.
Which is what I think with Shinji Mikami. Like I think it was after The Evil Within 1 came out, because he directed the first game and it kind of flopped, and it got, well, not flopped, but like it wasn't received very well. Like somebody else took over for The Evil Within 2, and that one was received a bit more positively.
Yeah, like overall, Evil Within 2 is better received than Evil Within 1.
Yeah, and that's kind of where I'm going with it. So, okay, let's get to the splitting heads.
Ooh.
So obviously this does not invoke Silent Hill. Like,
what an okay. I love that fucking design, the praying mantis monster. That's so good.
But do you kind of see like where I'm kind of going? Like, this kind of looks like an anime type of narrative, kind of like a like a Parasite kind of thing, like, a kind of gross monster-esque, you know, like grotesque kind of thing.
Yeah, like I get where you're coming from. Like, I did not expect that to be the kind of combat. I'm not gonna lie to you. I kind of fuck with it though.
That's what I've been saying. Like, I wasn't gonna bring this up because like
those
I wasn't
are just penis monsters.
Yeah, I wasn't really gonna bring this up because I didn't know like if you guys were into it. At least one.
Oh, that's
one person is.
Dude. I fuck with this. Like, I don't know about this gameplay. I don't know if it's gonna play well, but like the designs of the fucking monsters like do something for me, man. I love it.
Yeah, this gameplay looks questionable.
Does not do anything for you.
The switching of bodies seems cool, but the gameplay seems rather stiff.
Yeah, and that's kind of where I'm going with it. It's like, this is obviously, the article was kind of like Silent Hill co-creator, Silent Hill creator debuts more new gameplay for upcoming game, and I watched it and I was like, oh, this isn't very Silent Hill.
Well, it's like Sherm said, like the gameplay does look really stiff. Like, this seems like a game that like you do the combat because you're kind of forced to.
Yeah.
But like I would have to like force myself past the combat if the story and like the characters are interesting.
Just like Deadly Premonition.
But I guess going back to this, it's like, yeah, it looks like Tango Gameworks has been saved. Honestly, I've been waiting on Evil Within 3 forever. I don't know. I didn't care for Ghostwire Tokyo. I kind of want to play Hi-Fi Rush, but they didn't make a physical version on PS5, so gotta bite the bullet when it goes on discount.
Well, like Ghostwire, like real quick, like the trailer looked fucking sick.
It
like
was
just
so
the concept
fucking
of it.
Cool looking.
And you get to see like the different spirits and stuff. Like, it looked neat, but then I saw the gameplay and I was just kind of like,
it was pretty bland.
Our friend Tristan did platinum it, so
yeah.
Well, good for him.
Yeah.
I hope he enjoyed it.
So yeah, and then the so when they bought it says that transfer staff will continue working on new projects, including the expansion of Hi-Fi Rush. Now I don't know if this includes the Evil Within. I don't know if that belongs to Microsoft then, or like whoever it was. I mean EA, whoever the fuck owned Tango. Bethesda, that's who owned them.
Sure.
I don't like. Yeah, because I think Tango published Evil Within under Bethesda, and then Microsoft bought them out, and they were like, hey, do a game for us. Hi-Fi Rush flopped, and they were like, all right, you're dead. Just like EA.
You're done.
But anyways, at least 50 people get to keep their jobs. Imagine how that kind of went.
You'll have to fight each other for your
Go
spot.
into these 2 rooms. You won that room.
Yep.
No, you in that room.
You know, it'd be funny if
people enter, 1 person leaves.
It'd be funny if they did it like a Dragon Ball tournament where it's like they have 2 different brackets, 2 different tournaments.
Oh, it's a tournament format. Yeah, no, for sure.
It's like whoever, like all the winners will get to stay. True.
Supposedly that is how they do it. Like they just say, they bring everyone into the office. They're like, you, that door, you, that door.
I wonder if they did it like that. That would be crazy to think about.
Probably. Either that. I don't know. With like modern technology, maybe they just shut off their badges.
I was listening to a podcast and somebody emailed in. Now I don't know if this is true or not, but he's like,
"Are we gonna set up an email for the podcast?"
No, I have one.
Are you gonna talk about it ever?
Well, no one sends us anything.
Yeah, because you don't talk about it. You don't say,
remember, guys, to hit that subscribe button.
Hey,
and like
email
the video.
us your fucking questions.
Email us your anime takes, your questions.
No, don't email me your anime takes.
Email us your anime takes. I'll read them out. But no, yeah, I do have one. I even read it out once. It was like Isano.
You should do that every podcast.
Oh,
you gotta remind the viewers to like and subscribe.
No,
Jose.
Salem, shut up. I'm trying to make an action point here.
He has
Okay,
a point.
fine.
He does have a point.
Just read the email at the end of the episode. Say if you have any questions, comments, concerns, send us an email.
Okay, that would be assuming anybody listens to the end, but maybe I should do it at the beginning
Well,
from now
for
on.
those 7 views that we had on our latest video on YouTube, by the way, you are doing it for them, really.
Yep, I really am.
Yeah, you gotta wait for the comments to roll in on the YouTube videos.
Dude, imagine. We did have one comment, but they did delete it, and it just said, hey.
Oh,
Hey,
well,
so
hey, guy, hope you're doing well.
Should have just said hey back.
One of our other subscribers is Zach, so,
Sick.
keeping it strong. Okay, so moving on from that, Dr. Stone, 2 more seasons left. Now, it does say right here, Dr. Stone's anime will be split into 3 cores. So the 3rd one has already kind of aired though, which was the last one, I think, the pirate one.
Yeah.
So they just got like 2 more, and I think it says here that the will premiere in 2025, and I think the last 2 cores will release next year. Assuming they do.
Did
like,
Senko have a kid?
No, this is like Senku as a kid, and then Senku grown up in the that future.
I was kind of hoping Senku fucked, but I guess not.
Nope. Now, did you know that Bochi, the guy who drew the manga, is Korean?
Oh my god.
Can't say I do.
Yeah, which surprised me a lot considering the history between Koreans and Japanese people. So I'm just like, wow, I'm glad they're bonding over something at least. Hey, we got solo leveling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we sure did, huh? We sure did get solo leveling.
So, sorry, which one are you?
I'm Monsoon
Monsoon.
of the Winds of Destruction.
All right, Monsoon, Winds of Destruction. Did you watch this?
No.
Okay.
It's actually really good.
That's what people say, and I'm sure it is, but like I know what it's about, and I just don't have an interest in it.
Did you
okay.
Bill Nye in school?
It's basically.
I don't remember a lot from when I was in school back in the day.
Fair enough, but
he's a more chaotic Bill Nye. We'll just say
he's
that.
like, I'll teach you how to make a fucking cell phone.
He's like, I'll teach you how to build a bomb.
Sick dog.
For the FBI agent listening to this podcast, he will not teach you that.
But he does. He's like, I'm gonna teach you guys how to make copper, and he shows it's very informative. Actually, it's kind of like what plus sized elf is trying to do with hey, you need to learn to be more cautious of your calorie intake.
This is you
guys aren't
a little bit of a stretch, but go on.
I think there's better examples out there. Probably.
Okay.
Yeah, how to lift dumbbells.
Yeah,
fucking
okay,
anime.
that one.
Yeah. With that banger opening.
It's kind of like that. Yep, it's kind of like that.
Yeah.
Where it's like, it's trying to teach you something, but at the same time entertain you. But this one is like, Senku's so chaotic. And because he technically marries a girl, to
Yeah,
but he's like,
he had to make penicillin to save her because she was dying from a preventable disease.
but then he also went, okay, now I divorce you. Okay, I'm leaving. He's like, oh, I didn't care for the girl.
So
Alright.
his entire goal was the only way he could get close to her was to win the competition in the village
For her hand in marriage.
Yeah, and then he cured her, and he was like, all right, now we're not married anymore.
And everybody's like, what? Oh, he made glasses for this warrior dude, and everybody just called him what were they just saying he was clumsy, but it turned out he just had blindness, partial blindness.
Are you talking about the kid
just-
that wears the pumpkin head? Or
So
No,
there's that one.
that's a different one.
So there were
he
two
also
people.
did that.
Yep.
Okay.
So it worked out for both of those characters. So yeah, Dr. Stone is very interesting because he's just so smart, and then he's just oh, you guys are a bunch of plebeians. Okay, well let me show you what.
10 billion%.
And then
Awesome.
everybody who was what do they call it, petrified and stone?
Yeah, petrified.
They do have these black markings on their face, so kind of like what you see with Senku right here.
Have you ever seen Gen, the other guy in the purple coat?
Yeah, Gen's the guy that I recognize the most because of the memes.
Mhm.
Yeah. No,
He
I
does have-
actually like the character designs in this show too.
They're so I don't know what the word is. They're so individualistic, but distinct at the same time. Because a lot of anime nowadays, some of the designs feel very similar.
Yeah, when you I think me and you have talked about this. What was your name?
I am the doctor.
Yeah, Doctor. We've talked about this. Doctor.
Doctor.
We've talked about this plenty of times. The design, the amount of designs anime can have has basically dried up because you'll either get a character that looks like Urza, that looks like Rin, or will look like
That's not about that.
Sounds like some fucking blasphemy in my podcast.
will look like Yuki Hama.
Oh fuck me, God.
A bunch of them look like
Yeah, they look like Ishiki or Roha, the worst one.
Yep, a bunch of them look like Iroha. A bunch of them also look like the other one. What was the other one?
Yui Yugahama.
Yep, Yui Yugahama.
I don't know how you forget their names. They're so easy to remember.
Look,
Except for Ishiki's. I only remember that because I like to talk shit about how bad she is.
I'm not going to say anything. I have a way of remembering Ishiki, but it's a little out there. So,
like for example, for me, not Yuki.
Yuki no Shida.
Yep, Yuki no Shida. That design could basically pass for whoever the
here's
fuck
the
that girl
problem.
is.
You're the motherfucker that's like, yeah, I like the art style in the second season, and I'm like, no, they were more distinct and better in the first season.
I understand, and that's what I'm saying is like in the second and third season, even though I don't mind the art style, she just does become another anime character that looks like every other character. Like for example, I was gonna say she kind of looks like the Rent-A-Girlfriend girl. Like if you showed me both,
take that fucking back right now. Fucking, she's not that bitch.
Hold on, if you just look up black-haired anime girl.
Okay, so you're trying to say that Yukino from Snafu looks like a character from Rent-A-Girlfriend?
Well,
fucking,
oh man, the results we're gonna get from
Chisaki, just something. Fucking awful character. I know what you're saying. The hot anime boy.
Oh, is that L?
Oh my god.
Oh, he does have black hair.
Like this is what I mean. This one.
Half of these are OCs.
This one. Well, yeah.
Don't you fucking talk shit about Rin.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, do you kind of see like Rin has the little bows in her hair, but that's what Nico from Quintuplets has. So like, oh, by the way, they found one of my
Nino.
Well,
but Nino has like butterfly ones, and she
also Rin came first, therefore fuck Nino.
The president from
But we like Nino though.
Yeah, we like Nino, but if I had to pick one, gun to my head, I'd pick fucking Rin.
Gun to your head, gun to your balls, Rin.
Only one twin tail girl can remain.
No, they can both exist, but like
no, gun to your head, gun to your balls. One has to go.
Rin,
he's gonna
Nino.
pick Rin. What?
Honestly, Nino has to go
over Rin.
Yes.
No, I meant in terms of who's gonna stay.
Oh,
like
who's gonna stay? It's Rin.
Yeah.
No, I was saying gun to your head, gun to your balls. You have to pick one or the other.
Yeah, I know you're both asking me a different question.
Oh, but the answer is the same.
No, the answer is Rin. Always Rin.
Okay.
Rin is the best.
I don't know, man. Like, yeah, they have black hair, but I don't know.
Okay, do you see the girl from Blood Sea, right?
That's the girl from
Akame from Akame ga Kill, sir.
She looks like the girl from Blood Sea.
I don't even know what Blood Sea is.
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. I don't think so. But...
Okay, let me look up Blood Sea.
Yeah, look at that black-haired anime girls. Ryuko from Kill la Kill and fucking
main girl from Block Rock Shooter.
Only difference, she's got she's got her hair in two she separates it, and she's got glasses.
Yeah,
man, what a good design.
But to me, she's holding a sword with black hair, red eyes. That looks like Blood Sea. This is what I'm saying.
Well, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to say that Akame has some like super unique kind of
Akame is like weirdly the most plain character out of all the characters in that show.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, she's not like
the boss has like a fucking dope ass scars, and like
you got fucking Bolls who wears a gas mask all the time.
Yeah,
you got fucking Chad Pompadour guy.
Yeah, you got fucking Lion Girl. Hell yeah.
To kind of run it back to Dr. Stone. Dr. Stone has some memorable designs.
This is really good.
Sure it does.
Like my whole thing was like, in a world full of everything looks very similar, like Dr. Stone is striking and stands out.
Okay, I guess to kind of like make my point more apparent.
I know what you're saying.
We did this last week too, right? Like we just kind of like we must have.
The biggest problem I have, and I know exactly what you're talking about because it's a problem I have with every fucking isekai protagonist.
Yep.
They all look the fucking
every
same.
isekai protagonist has to look like that.
The standard haircut.
And I understand why. It's because you're supposed to self-insert as the character.
But we're not Japanese, so like.
Hey, look, man. Well, I would say as a guy with short hair, but I don't have that. Yeah, he's me for real, man. I'm Issei from High School DxD. I'm
Kirito, a black swordsmith.
I'm the guy from the cell phone isekai that's dog shit. Yeah, they're literally me, man.
So moving on from that, do you guys know what Star Wars Eclipse is? It's right there.
I think the question you should ask is, do you guys care about Star Wars anymore?
Well, I know you guys don't, but I know you guys care about this.
Was Quantic Dream the fucking Deadly Premonition studio?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
We talked about this a while back about how video game ends are the failure of game design.
Salem, we got to get into our Deadly Premonition bit.
Wait a minute.
What do you think, Zach?
Everyone's got secrets. Isn't that right, Zach?
Oh my god, I love fucking Deadly Premonition. So fucking good.
Francis York Morgan.
I don't know why this is doing this. I'm gonna.
You don't know why what's doing? Oh,
Why it's loading like
it didn't
that.
load.
You ever look at
No,
a
it
deer,
loaded, and then
Agent
it's-
York?
No,
They're such erotic
you can't.
creatures.
No, you can't put that on the podcast.
Okay.
That's over the line.
George from Deadly Premonition has this fucking line when he's the big bad man. It's like revealed. He's wearing like borderline
Wait,
bondage.
George was the bad guy?
Oh no, he was one of them.
Oh, okay.
But it's revealed later that he was like a bad guy.
Was it like a Hot Fuzz situation where the entire town was bad?
Oh no.
No.
Nope.
That was a good movie.
I got it, dude. Can we talk about how like streaming has killed the fucking like good comedy movies that used to come out?
Yeah.
It's so sad.
By the way, Happy Gilmore 2 is happening at
Oh.
Netflix with Adam Sandler.
No, I won't.
We don't
watch.
need that.
Yeah, we really
I
don't.
had
Let
it
it
the
fucking be.
Yeah, the first one was fine.
Yeah, it's a fucking funny movie.
I
love
thought that
one.
shit was hilarious when I was a child.
Well, then you
And
guys
it's
are
still
gonna
kind of funny.
then you guys are gonna lose your minds because there's a sequel.
Do you
coming
like
out.
how every Adam Sandler movie, the female, the opposite Adam Sandler always has VV in her name?
I
I
didn't
said that
notice
too.
no.
I tried to
Mm.
prove it, and it was okay.
Veronica Vaughn, Vicky Valancourt. There's one more that I can't remember.
Is
But
that Happy
probably a
Gilmore?
VV.
Happy Gilmore is Veronica Vaughn, I think. No, that's
Virginia Venti.
Or Venom.
Bennett. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
Huh.
What's another Adam Sandler movie?
Mr. Deeds, one of my favorites. This is actually a high quality movie if you've never seen it.
Bay Bennett.
Okay, that one doesn't fit.
I'm
Okay.
still.
It was like
BB.
Happy Gilmore. What was the one where he went back
Oh,
to
dude,
school?
Steve Buscemi. Look at that.
Dude, Steve Buscemi. He plays a character called Crazy Eyes.
Look at his eye.
Yeah.
It writes itself.
At
really.
the end of the movie, he gets like a huge lump sum from his like dead uncle, and he just buys everyone in the town Ferraris. And
Really?
Crazy Eyes crashes his Ferrari.
That's pretty fucking awesome. Though.
Okay, just go with it. What is this one?
Oh, I don't remember.
Nope, Catherine Murphy.
No, you gotta. There's three. There's the like the good Adam Sandler movies.
Billy Madison?
Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison, and The Waterboy.
Billy Madison is Veronica Vaughn.
Veronica Vaughn, Vicky Valancourt, and you got to look up the one from Happy Gilmore. Or did you just do that?
Yeah, Happy Gilmore was Virginia Vent.
Yeah, Virginia Bennett.
Virginia
Virginia
Bennett.
Bennett,
Okay.
Veronica Vaughn, Vicky Valancourt.
Okay.
I don't know why this sticks in my brain.
Is it Big Daddy? I think.
Maybe.
No.
No.
Corey. I think that was the.
Big Daddy's also a pretty good movie. Kind of heartwarming. Anger Management's a good movie. He has some decent movies.
What about Click?
I never actually watched it.
Dude, Kate Beckinsale was in that movie. Oh, dude.
Can
my-
he like
yeah.
fast forward people and like rewind and shit? With
So-
it?
Yeah,
Like that?
yeah. It was this
the-
movie where like he fast forwards so far into the future. His son is Jonah Hill. He's like,
So-
Dad, leave me alone.
The crux of the movie is like he's fast forwarding, like when he first gets the remote, he fast forwards through like the boring shit, like, oh, I'm sitting eating at dinner, fast forward through this.
Right.
Like I think like he's listening to his wife like recant him with her day at the end of the day in bed, and he's like fast forward. The crux of the movie is eventually that stuff starts automatically happening, so it skips like fucking 20 years in the future, and he's like at his daughter's wedding, and he's like, I don't remember what the fuck happened. It's actually a pretty
good shit.
decent concept for a movie.
Was it Morgan Freeman or was it
Morgan Freeman.
or was it Christopher Walken, the guy that was like, so did you see, like, did you become a better man after sleeping in the back of Bed Bath and Beyond or whatever it was?
Oh yeah, because that's where he got the remote.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was probably Morgan Freeman, I would guess.
let's
Oh no, I think you're right. I think it's the other one.
Christopher Walken.
Oh, yeah,
Chris
right there.
Walken.
Morty was his name. Okay, but Quantum Dream,
Anyway, back to Star Wars.
Star Wars Eclipse
Yay.
by Quantum
Oh no,
Dreams.
they lost their lead writer. Surely this will not affect quality of product. Please
I mean-
continue to consume product.
It's
If-
okay, guys. It'll be okay.
If their lead writer
fine.
was the one who did Robot Holocaust, Origami Killer, and
Okay. Wait. So Quantic
Elliot
Dream
Page.
is David Cage. Stuff,
Oh,
right?
David Kage.
Yeah, it's not a Swery or whoever. that
Okay,
did,
yeah.
Deadly Premonition. Well, Dave,
no, I'm pretty sure
Dave-
they did Deadly Premonition. I'm gonna check real quick.
What,
I don't
Quantic
think
Dream?
they did.
No, they
Swery
didn't.
and David Kage are
Yeah, there's
very
like
different animals.
Grasshopper or
Yeah,
something.
Grasshopper, I think. That sounds right. Grasshopper Studios. The David Kage. I put the droids in the back of the fucking shuttle.
Yeah, Hidetaka Suihiro is Swery, so he's involved with that. But I think Grasshopper was No More Heroes. Now that I think about it, maybe that's
I
it.
don't know.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Just look up
Deadly
the
Premonition, Deadly.
just look up the man's name and see where he's at now.
It was
Who,
a Drake
David
and Dart
Cage?
3.
No, not David Cage. Fuck where that guy
David
goes.
Kage.
Yeah, this is-
Hideki
Game over the failures of the game design.
work. Okay, so
So he's at Access for a while and he left.
Hotel Barcelona.
Yo,
The
Dark
Good
Dreams
Life.
Dark Dreams don't die. I fucking wish that would have continued, man. What a crazy ass fucking game.
D4.
Oh, I get it. The Missing J.J. McField and the Island
Oh.
of Memory.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
Swear you're writing some.
Deadly Premonition Origins.
Yep, that was the second game / prequel to.
Deadly
Oh
Premonitions
no, Blessings
2,
in Disguise.
Blessings
That's
in
the one. My
Disguise.
bad. Blessings in Disguise was the sequel / prequel to.
So what the fuck did Quantum Dream do?
Quantum Dream.
They are
did,
the David Cage.
Beyond Two Souls.
No, I know. I'm just like, I know they did another really goofy ass game.
Heavy Rain.
Yeah.
Fahrenheit.
Oh,
Yeah,
Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit, aka Indigo
You
Prophecy.
have no idea the world you stepped into telling us about
Yeah.
Quantic Dream.
Mr. David Kaje.
Okay,
the finest.
well, let's okay. So this Star Wars game was announced. I think
let's get back to Star Wars.
like around 2 years ago, and I think like at least 2 or 3 games, like at least 1 or 2 games have released since then. A bad Star Wars like prequel released. It's that Acolyte one. So like Star Wars getting L after L.
Oh,
Like-
people seem to like that game that Respawn made. Jedi Fallen Order, I think.
Besides that, that's
Oh.
been like the only bright spot.
Respawn does good stuff. It's a shame they got locked into.
Yeah, sucks
uh,
EA owns their life and soul.
Yeah, because like, I'll gush about Titanfall to anybody, but man,
Wait, Titanfall's sick.
yeah, Titanfall is the shit. And Titanfall, if you never have, find some way to play Titanfall 2 just for the story.
You know, and if you do, I'll play with you.
Hell yeah, yeah. Get a disc of Titanfall 2. I will sit here and go through the entire playthrough with you two.
Yeah, I don't remember too much about the campaign of 2, but like I remember having a good time with it. I liked
BT is the
yeah.
homie.
Yep, that's the one.
BT like fucking yeets you
Mhm.
a lot. Oh, fucking such a sick ass fuck. I never thought I'd have emotions for a fucking robot.
Oh, he was cool as fuck.
He was
like
the best.
I remember liking the campaign. I just can't remember too much about the story. And then the multiplayer was
near
fucking
the
fun.
end. I think they get betrayed and like BT like saves the pilot again. And
Oh, I have no doubt. 'Cause he like recited his orders.
yeah,
Like you have to protect the pilot and everything.
yeah, protect the pilot.
All right, bring it back. So Adam Williams, he wrote Detroit Become. We're doing Holocaust but robots.
Just say Detroit Become Human.
I don't think that's boring. It was literally robots in a Holocaust. Anyways,
I could say the name of the game, but that's boring.
Anyways,
Okay.
okay, so Adam Williams, the guy who wrote Detroit Become Human,
Yes,
he's
yes.
leaving Quantum Dreams. Now, the only game between now and his entire time there has been Detroit Become Human. He wrote for that game, and now he's like, oh, after 10 years I'm finally leaving. What the fuck else is Quantum Dream doing over there? For you not to sit on your ass.
Hey man, look, they're creating a secret masterpiece. They're just waiting to drop on us ignorant masses.
Man, if you've never played through the Quantic Dream library, it's a fucking trip.
It's so dumb.
There's so many memorable moments.
It's like a guy that thinks he knows what he's doing, but in actuality has no fucking idea.
Like
what
shit
he's doing.
always flies off the fucking rails.
Yeah.
One of my favorite parts is when you miss your QTEs. You can still like you'll still progress the story, but
Oh,
this will
man.
cause failures of the game designer
Man,
later.
We can't have that.
like I think I was playing Detroit Become Human, and I think just on purpose I failed all the QTEs in the house when she was supposed to run away from the abusive owner.
Oh,
Yeah.
the drug guy, yeah.
And he just like I think she still got away with the kid.
And you know what? I believe you.
So I was like,
believe
what
you.
was the point of me doing all that?
Like, man, just like if you ever have time, you just like look back at like what the story of these games are and like how they play out. It's fucking insane.
I kidnapped your son and forced you to do horrible death games to try and get him back.
I love like they omitted this in Heavy Rain, and I found this out later. Like apparently the origami killer, apparently was supposed to be cyclically linked to Ethan Mars, our main character, and that was like supposed to be why he had blackouts, but they just don't.
They don't do it.
No, it's just Ethan was crazy sometimes.
They apparently abandoned it because it would go too far.
Oh,
I was like,
I gave you the lightest touch. You will understand. I make the great game.
So
I fucking love Blake, the asshole cop in the game. It's like, oh, you gotta catch the origami killer.
Origami.
And he's just a fucking asshole.
does he say it like that?
Yes, yes,
Origami.
origami. He says it like that, dude. I'm not lying to you.
That's kind of like in SMT4 when they keep going samurai.
Samurai.
So okay, so last week I brought up how
We're not gonna watch the trailer for that Star Wars thing.
There's no trailer. I mean,
Wait, there isn't?
there is, but like,
Well, let's check it out.
Yeah,
this is an old trailer.
Control Shift T. Oh.
Hey man, we need something to work with here.
Yeah, I'm gonna need.
It was basically just a cinematic. Like, it was just a cinematic, basically, kind of.
Okay.
Oh, skipping 14 seconds. Quick, we gotta fill 14
this entire
seconds.
ad is 14 seconds.
Oh, is that Grimace?
Is this the Grimace shake? Is it back?
Oh, yeah,
Is that Hello Kitty?
Yo, Hello Kitty, McDonald's. No, wait, what is this?
This is
Okay.
McDonald's.
Actually, now I want to watch this entire ad because I want to know what this is.
It's McDonald's.
I know, but like, what is like?
It's all the Happy Meal toys.
Oh, I wonder if they were like, hey, we're really releasing our Happy Meal
Oh,
toys.
we're making some collector glasses.
Yeah, these
Dude.
will be worth money in 10 years.
Do you guys like how people go nuts over those old collector's glasses?
Yeah, dude, Beanie Babies go so fucking hard.
Oh yeah.
Sitting on millions of dollars. Trust.
Any day now.
Any day now, they're gonna pop off.
Okay, this
All
isn't
right,
this isn't the trailer. Hold on, I'll pull it up for you on YouTube.
Perfect. I just want to know how David Cage can fuck up a Star Wars game.
Sorry, that was the rooster fight.
Because that would be interesting. Like, what is he gonna do?
Dude,
What? won't-
I'm right there with you. Like, what
Yeah,
the fuck's the story gonna be?
How does David Cage fuck up a Star Wars game?
Plenty of ways. I mean, there's already lots of other people doing it. So this was a trailer that came out during, I think it was last year's Star Wars. It was either this year or last year's May 4th, because you know they always do like
May the 4th be with you.
yeah, they always do like a like announcements and stuff during that time. And they released this kind of with it. Now it's just like a very, very like gorgeous cinematic. But the problem is that it's Quantum Dreams. So like what the fuck is it gonna be?
I made the robot sit in the back of the shuttle.
Yeah.
I made the droid sit in the back of that bus that Anakin and Padme took in that second Star Wars movie. Do you guys remember that? That was dumb.
Man,
I try to forget every day.
People are gonna bust out the word clanker for the droids, and there's gonna be a race riot.
No, like, do you see? This is a very
Yo,
Yo,
that's
is that
Cad Bane's
is that
race.
Cad Bane?
That's his race for
Yo,
sure.
Salem, stop getting excited.
But
This
it's
is-
but Cad Bane.
Oh,
For
that's
the
Yoda.
David Cage game?
Hey, I'll pog over the races, but okay.
Oh,
Got a protocol
C-3PO.
droid.
You remember those?
So, do you see like what I mean? Is like it's a very gorgeous cinematic like trailer. Yet this tells us nothing because if it's Quantum Dreams, what is it gonna be? Like, what's the story?
You're gonna play
be?
the drum man.
Oh, hell yeah, drum playing mini game. Let's fucking go, brother. Okay, Nemoidian. Okay.
I can't believe you know these names. I don't know
I
all
like
of
Star
them.
Wars.
I mean, me
Like-
too, but I don't know all the names. You just
Hey,
can't be
man.
like, oh, that's on Nemoidian.
Hey, I like a new gun right
Yeah,
now.
do you like trade disagreements?
Dude,
I love the Trade Federation.
Do you actually?
Well, I like the idea of the CIS. Like, they're just like a bunch of goobers that all have like this common interest of like being independent from the Republic and the whole thing.
which, by the way, probably not a bad idea to be independent from these fucking space cops and shit.
It's
I mean,
a-
look how it turned out.
Yeah, like I have no idea what fucking.
I think
alien
these are-
race that
He
is.
made that up.
They're probably, yeah, David Cage made
David
the...
Cage made
David
up.
Cagians.
I made the new alien.
All right, we got the goo.
We got somebody coming out of the goo.
I love goo.
God, I'm trying to figure out how he fucks up a Star Wars game. I really can't.
I think how he's gonna fuck it up.
So instead of it
Um,
being interactive and like, you know, immersive like a Star Wars, the one by BioWare, that Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
Instead of it that where like you
Oh,
can
man.
have choices
Oh,
and stuff,
damn.
he's just like walk over to that guy. Now talk to him. Have you seen a droid around here? Yes, no, maybe.
Yeah, we've seen some fucking clankers around these
All
parts.
right, you're cut off. This is worse.
You're
than,
done.
This is worse than the time you kept calling elves knife ears.
Oh yeah, because they are.
Fucking Jesus Christ, brother.
Okay, so let's
read a book.
let's move on from
Oh, I have. Why do you think I know so much about them?
let's move on from Star Wars Quantum Dreams. And
Okay.
I did bring up a kind of similar story last week about how Ben Affleck might play Hulk Hogan in that biopic about how Gawker was destroyed. Anyways,
Yeah.
this new one is going to be Nicolas Cage will play John Madden in the Amazon film Madden.
God, we're gonna have
this-
to make some changes, brother, because John Madden's kind of a psychopath.
No, like who's clamoring for these movies? Like I just kind of
No, come on. There's a lot of people that love football.
no, I know.
There's just a few. This is probably the least interesting topic I've seen.
No.
Yeah, but Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, it's Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage.
No,
Hey,
but all I'm
look,
saying.
I made the bad movie again.
Dude, he's got to do like one really stellar movie, and then he's got to do like 6 bad ones because he's broke.
Yeah, because he spent all that money on that tomb and fucking...
And that dinosaur
Oh.
head, and
God, I forgot about his fucking pyramid tomb
That's
thing.
right.
Yeah.
and he's
Man has his own pyramid ready
Superman #1. And like,
Which, to be fair, is fucking sick.
No, yeah.
I love that.
for
That's.
If I had money, I would also build ridiculous monuments, but...
I hope there's traps as well.
Oh, yeah.
for me, I was just
traps.
Oh yeah.
so for me, I'm just kind of like, this has kind of been pissing me off where they're doing like these biopic kind of movies, you know?
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, okay, Ben Affleck as Hulk Hogan, Nicolas Cage as John Madden. Like, what is this? What the fuck's going on? These guys are too handsome.
Well, I don't think Nicolas Cage when I think John Madden.
Some people
Oh,
are
no,
saying
he's not the first one that comes to mind.
apparently Will Ferrell was in talks, but
Yeah, Will Ferrell. What a better pick.
but he apparently did not work out. So like that's
So Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage
You know
instead.
who else I'd like to... Yeah, we could get fucking Willem Dafoe. His huge horse penis.
Perfect.
Speaking of bad movies,
Oh.
Oh my god.
so do you guys know who Boll is?
Uwe Boll. Well, I've watched some of his movies.
How do I know that you would know that?
Yeah.
Rampage.
Yeah. Okay. So I've seen.
Yeah,
there's two.
Far Cry
I've-
movie.
Oh my god.
In
So
the Name of the King with
I've seen-
Jason Statham.
I've seen
Blood Rain
Rampage.
2 Deliver.
I've seen Rampage. I've seen Rampage President Down. Fucking hell, man. Dude, you know what my favorite scene on Rampage was?
What's that, Sam?
This motherfucker walks in, plate armed, has guns to a fucking bingo night,
Yeah.
and he just like buys a sandwich and sits down and just eats next to this grandma. He's like in full plate armor and
Did you ever
shit.
see Auschwitz?
Auschwitz?
Yeah.
No.
That's one of his.
No.
It looks like that's one of his movies. Wait, is Rampage?
Oh, there's a third Rampage. Huh.
These are video games, if I remember correctly.
Not these Rampage. Apparently, these Rampage movies are his own original idea. But they're basically just Postal.
Yeah, same
Uh,
with Postal. Postal used to be a video game
Yeah,
a long time ago.
the Rampage movies are not good.
So I think
surprise.
Alone in the Dark. So so Uwe Boll done terrible video game movies. I once watched this Blood Rain movie because I played Blood Rain.
No, that's the third one you hovered over. Now you got the second one. Where's the first one?
right here, bad one.
Hell yeah.
So
The
I did.
Third Reich. I don't think we should call it that.
Rain the Third Reich.
By the
I
way,
mean, I guess he's German, so whatever.
In the name. Oh, wait. It was some.
In the Name of the King has Jason Statham, and it's got Dolph Lundgren in it too.
Dolph Lundgren? That's fine.
Ray Liotta, Ron Perlman, Burt Reynolds. Holy shit,
Ron Perlman though.
This cast was stacked. Anyways, Matthew Lillard, Shaggy himself. Anyways, so he obviously did a bunch of really bad video game movies.
Yeah.
Now he's kind of shitting on because he's been super butthurt that Hollywood won't like let him direct movies there, so he just like does his own independently in Germany, and they do really bad too.
Wow.
Anyways, the Uwe Boll came out and he was like, hold on, haha, my movies were rated R and made more money than this. Now this is why now you wish I directed. No thanks, Uwe Boll. I don't think it would have been any better if it had been you.
Honestly, probably would have been better.
I don't think so. I mean,
this movie,
okay.
On top of the number of baffling things, why is it PG-13?
That's true. This is a looter shooter. The rated M for mature.
Wait, is it actually rated PG-13?
Yeah.
I just assumed it was like rated R or something.
Yep, it's only, and according to this tweet, Borderland makes only $8.8 million domestically opening weekend.
What was the biggest cinema flop ever?
Biggest cinema flop out. Let's Google that.
Because honestly, the Borderlands movie is on track to be that now.
List of biggest box office bombs. Waterworld's in here. I know Waterworld has to be in here.
Let's see here.
47 Ronins. That's the one with Keanu Reeves, dude. Oh, that flop sucks.
Oh, Pluto Nash. I forget about Pluto Nash all the time.
Okay, let's go with grossed. So Lolita, 1997, budget of $62, made 1.1 million.
62 million.
62 million. Okay.
With a budget of $62.
Sorry. Heaven's Gate, 44 million, made 3.
Go like more recent. What are we looking at?
All right, so let's see.
Pluto Nash is
Haunted Mansion, a budget of 150 million, only made 117. That is a flop.
That's still like good.
The Marvels.
That's still good by fucking the Borderlands fucking metric. This movie was like $115 million. It made $8
right
million.
here, $170 million for Turning Red made 19 million. This is
I enjoy seeing The Flash on this list.
This was a Pixar movie.
Yeah, The Flash.
The Flash.
That's my favorite so far seen on this list.
At least it made its budget back.
It did make its budget back technically, but you always got to double for marketing.
That's correct.
Apparently that's the rule of thumb according to the.
Oh, you're telling me Black Adam's on this list? That's crazy, dog.
Black Adam? Wait, where is he?
That's fucking crazy.
Right here.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
That movie sucked dick. That shit was.
So like this movie is on track to be one of the biggest bombs ever made.
Yep. So
and Randy Pitchford is out here on Twitter,
Snake Eyes,
defending it like it's his baby. Excuse me, sir. Can you not tip over the microphone?
No, I have to. I'm sorry.
Oh, the good Suicide Squad budget of 185 only made 167. Yikes.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman 84, 200 million, 166.
See, the first one was pretty decent.
Yeah, and then that Cats movie. You guys remember that Cats movie?
Oh, we don't talk about Cats.
I forgot it existed. Thank you for putting that horror back into my memory. I appreciate that.
Let's
49 fucking garbage.
Let's see. Blade Runner 2049.
Oh,
yep.
That's crazy, dog. The Mummy's on here.
Transformers The Last Night.
Yeah, fuck that movie, Christ.
Yeah.
Even though the budget was 217 to 260 million, made 605 million in total gross. Because I think they were like upset because the last movie, the fourth one, you know, the one with the like, I can date your daughter even though she's 17 and I'm 21 or whatever it was. It did make $1 billion. So
lovely.
That one did make
awesome.
$1 billion. Hey, you watched it 3 times.
Look,
you contributed.
I'm glad I stopped watching
okay,
these.
I only watched it that many times because friends wanted to watch it.
I know,
and I'm like,
I know,
all right.
I know.
Okay.
You gotta get new friends, man.
Hey, man, older friends, I'll tell you that.
Hey,
you gotta get new friends.
I fucking ended them after that.
Yeah, he hangs with us now, you know.
There you go. We haven't watched Transformers together.
Yeah, let's talk about some of the movies Jose's taking me to.
Come on, man.
Bring up Dragon Ball Super.
Nah.
That thing's a fucking piece of trash.
Oh, come on. I said,
The
do you want
Flash
to?
fucking on the move. You took me to what?
Come on. I said, hey, do you want to go watch these with me? And you were like,
And I was being a nice person. I'm like, yeah, you want to go to
You hear
a
that,
movie?
Sherman? I asked if you wanted to go.
He's
So.
like, you want to go to a movie? I'm like, sure, Jose. I like hanging out with you. And then you took me to Dragon Ball Super.
No, Sherman, you're
come
gonna
on.
love
We
this
had a
movie.
good
It's called
time
The
laughing.
Flash.
We had a good time laughing at it. It was.
Yeah, The Flash was even worse because I was actively mad at the end of that movie.
Considering I know what happens in that film, yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah, and
I don't blame you at all.
I did make him sit through that. I did apologize numerous times. So, like.
Yeah, I think I told him after The Flash, I was like, you're not picking movies anymore.
God damn. Okay.
But yeah, anyways, Boll says he would have made a better movie, would have made more money. What do you guys think?
Okay, so I would be interested to see like what his vision would be for the film, just out of curiosity, right? But
something funny I saw was if you watch the opening bit where they're opening the vault, there's a character at the bottom of the screen that you can see. It's clearly one of the characters from the game. And Randy Pitchford came out on Twitter and is like, oh, I'm glad someone finally caught that. We left that in as a secret. That was Brick. We cut him from the movie. It's like, dog, what are you doing? Go back to doing your magic shows.
All right, so it looks like Boll was kind of arguing with Stop Skeletons from Fighting. It's a YouTube channel. I kind of watch them. I enjoy their stuff. It's like very kind of like, hey, back in 1990, whatever. He has like a retrospective on like the upbringing of Nintendo or something like that, like the peripherals. So that's what I was watching. So
for sure.
He replied back saying, House of the Dead opened at 55 million. Final gross was 13.8. Alone in the Dark opened to 2.8 million. Final gross was 12.6. So on and so forth. And he's like, for fuck's sake, you're making me defend Eli Roth here, who is the director for this movie. He's directed such classics as Hostel, another gross series.
Interesting.
He did the Green Inferno.
Very Inglourious Bastards, huh?
He was in Inglourious Bastards. He was the like, if you don't remember the scene, he was like, yeah, I'm Italian, and so was he. And he's like, can you speak Italian? He's like, Maradeci. Like that was his like line.
Okay, sure.
I think he did do Clowns. He also did the one where they were like, I think it's Fever Cabin or Cabin Fever.
Oh, Cabin Fever?
Yep.
Yeah.
So
was Cabin Fever the one where there was like this like sickness?
Yep.
Okay, yep, I've seen that
with
before.
the water and stuff. So
It was okay in a shitty way.
Yeah, so he's kind of known for like being kind of like a gross kind of director.
Cabin Fever showed me that plenty.
Yeah, with the Green Inferno, he said his biggest inspiration was.
Go on. I've just remembered something.
I was just gonna say, he was saying that the Green Inferno, his biggest inspiration was that band movie about like where like these people go to like a native land and then they're like a couple of suits watching the movie, but they're like, it's always been compared to that like Holocaust Inferno or something like.
You talking about Cannibal Holocaust?
Cannibal Holocaust, that's the one. He says that Cannibal Holocaust was his biggest inspiration for the Green Inferno because it's basically kind of a remake.
So I think I've watched Green Inferno actually, and it was okay. Like it was fine.
Yeah, so he's not the greatest director in my opinion. He's got a style, but he is just kind of like his bread and butter is just being gross.
And you know what? Nothing wrong with that on paper. You know,
right.
Fair enough.
So way Boll hits back with wrong. He has 41 billion in illegal downloads. So this was his back and forth. This was his defend like.
Yeah, ain't nobody paying for these fucking movies.
People illegally download my movies. There's a audience there, but they were not going to willing to pay for it. And you know what? I made these under Hollywood circumstances, and that's fine.
This is the wrong accent for Mr. Boll.
I don't know what Germans sound like.
I will say it's a very funny thing to say out loud. Like, yeah, no, there's fans for my movies. I mean, they're downloading them from sites, but they're there. Like, okay, well, why aren't they caring enough to buy?
The fuck are you gonna buy an Uwe Boll movie?
No, I'm just saying, like, you know, if they actually like are, you know, on fucking, I don't know, sites where you can rent movies or whatever. It's just like, well, if there's that audience there, why aren't they actually wanting to support you?
They probably do buy it a little bit. Every once in a while.
Well, let's turn it over to a movie that's actually surpassed $1 billion at the global box office by being rated R.
Ryan
Deadpool
Reynolds
and Wolverine.
holds up both middle fingers.
Literally, because the last movie that I think did $1 billion was it was Joker, the Joker movie.
That's correct.
The Joker movie was the last movie to hit $1 billion, and I think the Deadpool and Wolverine has surpassed the Joker's. I'm not entirely sure yet, not until the final numbers come in. But this movie, people are going back. Like I think I told you guys this before. There are some people that are just Deadpool fans, like the weird cringe Deadpool fans. Apparently, they're like the biggest ones that have just been watching this every day or some shit like that. Like I've just been seeing people tweet things like, "Yo, my homie over here telling me he's watching Deadpool for the 3rd time today, but he's watched it like 30 in total since coming out." It's like these people are insane. Anyways, we should watch the Deadpool movies at some point. I honestly think
I've kind of offered to watch them multiple times.
I know, and then we get like caught up with other stuff, and then we don't get time, and because I'm a bad person who can't manage his time correctly, so that's my fault.
We'll get to it, you know, just like how we got to Blade Runner.
Right.
Yeah.
We did Alien 1 and 2.
What a good use of time on that Blade Runner movie.
Come on, they were cinematically, visually.
Blade Runner feels like it was made by David Kaje.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I will say.
Hurry here first.
He's going to be cited somewhere in the credits. We just didn't look at him.
Yeah.
The only
I mean, it's a bad movie.
I love the fucking android at the end of the first one where he's howling and losing his fucking mind in that fight. That was sick as fuck.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it. It made me laugh.
You just liked it because it was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not why you should like it.
Well, I'm not saying that's why I should like it, but that's why I like it.
I know those movies, it's like, they're themes and it's deep, but sometimes it's like, there's some people that, don't want deep and thematic. They just like want to watch a movie and have a good time, and it's like, Blade Runner is like, is android a man? It's like... Or
that forced romance scene. Oh, yeah, that was my favorite.
Harrison Ford, he's like, I'll do this scene, but somebody give me my plane and my weed. Anyways, when we do watch, we'll have to watch all 3 Deadpool movies at some point, but this one, a lot of fun, honestly. I'm sure you guys have seen all the clips and stuff. I know you have.
That's correct.
I saw Wolverine like chewing Deadpool buck out in a scene. I saw that. That was really good.
Yeah. He Deadpool gets like his feelings real hurt. And...
Oh yeah. It was really good.
I like Channing Tatum did a good job.
Yeah, like that's what we were talking about. Like Channing Tatum is just like doing his Cajun accent.
I'm about to make a name for myself.
Ain't nobody gonna tell me nah. It's just like holy shit.
Feeling you guys don't walk away from it.
Dude, the fact that Elektra and Blade like just kind of walk in at one point and like, yo, you remember us? We were also in Marvel movies. It's like, holy shit, Jesus Christ.
Is it Wesley Snipes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, yeah, I'll watch it just for that. That's all I need.
That's all you need.
That's all I need, man.
There, at one point they say something and he's like, they go like, no. Punisher's dead, and Deadpool goes, which one? There's been like 5, and Blade just hits back. It's only ever gonna be one Blade.
Hell yeah, baby.
John Bernthal in it.
No,
That'd
so
be fucking sick.
it would be sick if John Berthal shows up, and then like what's the other one? Dolph Lundgren also shows up. Like,
Dolph Lundgren.
Dolph Lundgren.
Oh,
I can't say it right. I'm not doing it on purpose.
Lundgren.
Lundgren.
There you go. This is worse than cricket.
Cricket.
Or woof.
Woof. Okay, but yeah, honestly, very enjoyable. There are a couple of times where the CG, I was like, ooh, should have delayed that by 2 months, maybe.
I think it must. There were some people saying that it might be like intentionally bad to poke fun at other movies.
I don't think so. I think it was just because it felt bad. Like it felt like they just didn't have the time. Nice Pool was funny. Lady Deadpool, played by Blake Lively, was, I thought, pretty good. I was like, that has to be Blake Lively, and it turned out it was. Wolverine looks the best he's ever looked. He looks like a full-on Wolverine here. This is how Wolverine has always kind of looked to me.
Yeah, put on the dumb mask.
Oh yeah, he puts on the dumb mask at one point.
Cool.
Cassandra Nova.
Yeah, you like the old Wolverine mask? Well, we got a movie for you.
Let's see here. Let's get the Wolverine mask. Have you seen the when he kind of falls through all the like time portals and he's kind of looking for the perfect Wolverine, and he's like
the Henry Cavill bit.
Yep, the Henry Cavill bit. Comic accurate Wolverine where he's like 5'4" and he like hops off a stone.
I did see a clip of that, and it's like, oh yeah, he is fucking tiny.
Yeah.
Canonically, he's like 5'4". I once told that to somebody, and they were like, "Ain't no way, ain't no way." And he was like determined to like prove me wrong, so he like looked it up, and he saw that canonically he was wrong, and he's like, "Oh shit, man, that's fucking crazy."
Yeah, Wolverine's a short king, man.
Yeah.
I don't tell you.
And then our last piece of news, I think. Yep, our last piece of news. The Doctor is very
I saw One Piece. I get excited.
So, well, anime fans are upset over Usopp's whitewashing.
Oh, fuck me. God damn it. Can we stop with this?
So this is like what they're upset about, right?
This is the Robin thing all
I'm
over
thankful
again.
I didn't catch this on Twitter because my eyes would glaze over. So what's the problem?
So do you kind of see Usopp here?
Yeah.
So he is very, 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 very pale, very white. Now, Oda has said in SBS's, if the One Piece characters were canonically, like if they were from countries, I would say Luffy's from Brazil, Nami's from this place, Usopp is from Africa.
Sanji's.
Where in Africa?
Sanji's French.
Yeah, Sanji's French.
Zoro's
he'd be French.
Zoro's Japanese.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, but that wasn't in SBS. The SBSs are not canonical.
This is from the Wit drawings, right?
Yep. So this is like Wit released a bunch of like they released a bunch of what do you call them, like promotional kind of like to get people hyped up. Be like, hey, this is our work and stuff. And here's one, the Utako Big Boy DJ. The fact that Usopp's melon is just gone is insane. So people are upset. People are mad. They say Usopp's been whitewashed and people are mad. Now here's a classic, I fixed it, where somebody was like,
I went too hard in some place. I might have gone too far in slices.
So somebody was saying like they're still going with these fucking lips, huh? If Shaman King can fix it for the remake anime, One Piece can easily do it. So one of the things is like the lips, right? Usopp's got like the weird big lips, and it's supposedly like offensive because minstrels, you know. So people are just kind of like,
I hate people on the internet.
Yep.
Let's shut the internet down.
Real, exactly. Now I completely understand where they're coming from. Where like Usopp is supposed to be from Africa, blah blah blah. But there is no Africa in the One Piece world. There is no.
If you look at Usopp, if you just pull up like images of Usopp,
so
it's not easy to tell that he's like of a darker complexion.
So this is kind of like what I was gonna get at. So look at some of these manga decks, not manga decks. Look at some of these manga covers, right? Where Usopp is in.
I got a funny story about one of the manga covers, or it's one of the splashes that fucking Oda did.
Which one?
It's the most recent one, probably.
This one?
No.
This one?
No.
Seeing Kuma,
No, please stop.
You said recent one.
Go to the most, like, it was like a chapter ago.
You mean like actually go to the chapter?
Yeah, it's in the chapter. I don't have to do it right now, but I just want to bring it up because I think it's funny. So, not the most recent chapter, probably the one after it, or the one before it. Oh yeah, there's the Horikoshi drawing, Horikoshi drew the smoker thing, and then Oda redrew it to commemorate the ending of My Hero.
And you know what? That looks fucking sick.
Hell yeah, brother.
Oh yeah, because I was reading One Piece and it was like, and one of the SBSs was like, Horikoshi once sent me this years ago, and now he's in Jump. But yeah, is this what you want to bring up?
Scroll down. You gotta go to the second page because it's the splash. It's not in this one. I think it's in the one before it.
121.
Probably. Probably. Yeah. So funny story about this. Apparently Oda released like some like the thing where it like time lapses, where he was drawing this cover where he was drawing like a cute scene of all of them like sitting down to eat together.
Sure.
And then you just see him erase it and he's like, fuck it, I'm drawing Nami again.
All right.
Man has a problem, and honestly, same.
Well, once again, he says that his wife was the perfect
If you want
Nami.
some good images, go to chapter 121 of One Piece and look at the splash.
Okay, so what I kind of wanted to bring up was look at the cover of like volume 11, right?
Usopp's not that melanated.
Exactly. Like even here you can tell he is the same skin tone. He's drawn in the same like shade that Usopp not Usopp, that Zoro, Sanji, Nami, and even fucking Luffy is. By the way, if Luffy's supposed to be Brazilian, there are white Brazilians, but there's also dark Brazilians.
What?
Like
this is ruining my headcanon.
So I kind of understand where people are coming from because, and I think it's a
I
lot.
really don't, man. Like,
So
Usopp is not that dark.
So I think it's a lot that the black community tends to adopt a lot of characters because there aren't a lot of black people in like, especially anime. They're trying to like change that. At least more modern like artists are trying to change that.
My boy Piccolo.
Well, Piccolo's been adopted by the black community, as I've stated before.
And they can have him. Like, yeah, I get it. I get where you're coming from with Piccolo.
But
Piccolo's got that Black Air Force energy going.
So Usopp has been adopted by the black community for a while now. So the fact that like Wit kind of went and said, "Okay, this is also, Usopp,"
like,
they're upset.
I'm gonna be honest. This looks super washed out. Like, this could just be like a fucking like transfer issue. Like wherever they scanned it from, just washed it the fuck out.
Now, apparently Oda did state like, don't just copy my manga panels. Like, don't just copy my manga panels. Read my chapters. Do something different with it.
Yeah.
Like translate the same scene. Like if it was, because I guess he saw it with the One Piece like live action one. He was like, hey, they're not just like doing the panel. They're kind of like adapting the panel to kind of fit.
Long as they don't cause problems for themselves later, I don't care. That's fine.
Yeah, and I kind of understand like where Oda was coming from is like, don't just make the panels again. That's the original show. We've already done that. But there are certain scenes that are iconic that I'm sure they'll have to just kind of either remake 101 or they'll kind of have to like oof it up, kind of like oomph.
This is where I get into my question again, where it's like, where are we ending with this?
I was saying like probably with the Arlong Park.
I was gonna say like right over into the Grand Line, and that'll probably be it. But yeah, Arlong Park's also a good stopping point.
I would say so, yeah. And then apparently these are some of the images coming out of it. So
hell yeah,
looking good.
Look at my thirst trap king right there.
So apparently these are screen caps from the show. Like, does this do anything for you guys? Like, does this look good? They
look good. I need to see it in motion.
Yeah, like I don't mind the style. I kind of like it.
They're following it a lot more faithfully than I would have originally anticipated.
Yep, and like it's looking good. But that's the thing is like I do understand people's upset that Usopp isn't darker, especially when the live action one did get a dark, a black actor. But
this is the Robin discussion all over again.
Yep, it is the Robin discussion where people have been like going back and forth about Robin's complexion for years because a lot of people are like, oh, Robin was just darker because she was an Alabasta, but then it's like, okay, but then what about her flashbacks? It's the same thing. Like, let's just move on. Like, get it over. Like, get over it. It's not that serious. It's really not. It's just the show. It's just an animation.
Don't worry, I fixed it. Color him in with the brown crayon.
It's not that hard, guys.
It's not that hard. Look how easy it was.
Yeah.
I just took the paint fill tool and fixed it.
Oh god, every time that gets brought up where it's like a skin complexion thing and people fixing the art, it takes me back. They were doing this shit with fucking Pokemon.
Or when it's like a character and she's too skinny, it's like, there, I fixed it for you. She's realistic. It's like
I know I told him this, but there was famously when Mirko got introduced in My Hero, there was famously some people on Twitter that are like, they saw her name and they were like, oh my god, you whitewashed my favorite character. And it's like, she responded to it and she's like, actually I'm African American, with a picture of herself.
Wait, they were complaining that supposedly
because they saw her name.
Yeah,
the voice actor.
Yeah,
who fucking cares? That's
so it's like
okay.
It's like,
even if she wasn't like black, like as long as she can play the character, Who fucking cares?
Is she good at voice acting?
Yeah.
Does she play the character well?
That's literally like that should be the conditions if it's going to be an animated character. But yeah, literally what he's saying is like, if I don't know like what her name was, but it's like, imagine getting somebody called like I don't know, like Johnny Albrock. You know, that sounds pretty white.
Johnny Young Bosch.
Yeah, Johnny Young Bosch. I wouldn't think that he's like of Asian descent, but he is. So like, you know, these people are quick to jump the gun. They don't check anything, and they're just like, oh.
Man, the voice actor thing is fucking killing my brain right now.
I just think I personally think that
Can't believe you whitewashed my favorite character.
I just think the
How
social
dare you.
justice warrior thing like has gone too far, because I completely understand with some situations, but this one, it's an animation, it's a drawing, it's not that serious, you know, and until Oda canonically goes like, hey, you know, like,
so like
this and that.
in manga, when they are of a darker complexion, how are they shaded? Are they just drawn the same way?
No, they're all drawn the same way. It's just until you get official colored promos,
Okay.
which doesn't always happen for
So,
some
like,
people.
Wait,
So
are you asking like in general with like different?
yeah, like
story-
King Popo. What if you look up? Well, that one's probably just colored dark black.
There were promos where he was like just like dark,
Solid
like
black.
just
That's
solid
the only
black.
way I remember him. It's just
Yeah.
being
Same thing with-
solid black.
By the way, King Popo, not a good representation, by the way. Not saying that, just
No,
as an example, like when they include them in panels, are they like shaded in any way? I don't know how it works.
By the way, Akira Toriyama is also guilty of this.
Look, manga was a different time. There's a lot of things that were of a different era. Yeah, let's not talk. No, we can't.
here?
No, Staff Officer Black.
Yup, Officer Black.
That's right, my boy Officer Black here.
See, and this is actually the guy I was thinking about too, since you brought up Mr. Popo.
Yeah,
I was
Mr.
like, wasn't there a guy in the original Dragon Ball and the Red Ribbon Army?
Yup, that's
Oh, don't forget. There you go. We fixed him. We made him blue.
Perfect.
this is what they did for I think it was the what was it, the not abridged,
Probably the like.
Kai.
Yeah.
Okay, I believe it. Yeah.
So, you know, it is what it is. All right, moving on. Main topic: Suicide Squad Isekai.
Man, what a fucking piece of dog shit this is.
I was gonna joke, but like, yeah, no, it's fucking garbage.
Yeah, what's the joke? Tell me. I'm sure it'll be
What do you
funnier
mean,
than
Sherm? It
anything
was so
in
good.
Suicide Squad
What did you hate
Isekai.
about it, Sherm? We got all our favorite characters. We got the Harley Quinn, the Joker.
Yeah, did you guys like how the Joker was running?
Spoiler.
Oh, spoiler, yeah.
Yeah, spoiler for Suicide Squad. Isekai.
Spoiler for this piece of dog shit that they made.
You know, it was fucking garbage.
So you guys hated it.
But you were...
Yeah.
What did you rank this then?
I just gave it a 2.
Where's
Oh,
the extra
shit.
point?
The extra point?
Was it-
Well, because I
was
mean, the story was fucking bland
Yeah.
and like, I don't know. Like, I can't give it a 1.
How can you not give that a 1?
I don't know. I just
What other things do you have at 1?
On
is
my
is
Mal now.
Index at 1?
Index? No, I gave Index a 4.
Fair enough. That's about what I give Index to.
Okay, so the real ones on Mal, the what would you say it, like the ones in the trenches. So not recommended. Plots that don't connect well and a narrative that can't seem to that can seem forced or incoherent. The anime may not meet expectations based on films or comics, resulting in discontent with differences in tone and approach. The quality of animation and character design can be considered subpar, especially compared to other anime or superhero films. And I think he wrote it in another language.
That guy did a good job.
If you don't like this show, you don't like fun.
You don't like isekai.
Correct. On both fronts.
So she said, okay, so Monster God, not recommended. Unaleska, recommend. Blizzard,
Hasn't even finished it yet. She didn't see the worst parts of it.
I think she has by now, but
Fucking
No, it says
Oh,
right
no. Oh,
there.
yeah, you're
7
right.
out of 10.
these are the
fucking
people
7 out of 10.
these are the people that do
Yo,
it like
go to
bite.
go to a completed version. I need to see someone with a completed opinion.
Let's see. Okay, let's find one.
It's got to be someone
Right here, not recommended. Although, okay, this is by Ruskas Analysis. Although it seems like a great idea to make an anime with the Suicide Squad characters, the application they made with this pile of nothing they produced is useless. Although the animation is good, it still has flaws, deformed faces at times, lines that don't match the rest of the scene.
I cite Deadshot as an example.
Yeah, Deadshot. A lot of Deadshot shots.
Yo, Deadshot could be like 3 or 7 different characters.
And you know what? If they just kept the fucking helmet on, wouldn't have an issue.
We wouldn't have
honestly,
an issue.
It probably would have eliminated that particular issue.
Okay, so it says, although animation is good, it still has flawed, deformed faces at times, lines that don't match the rest of the scenes, and changes in art style in the middle of scenes. I think this was like what you said, like when she kind of like grabbed her bat and it was like that weird face.
It's so wildly inconsistent in
These
the
are
way it's animated.
These are all somewhat subtle issues, but they create a strange feeling, and once you notice them, it's hard not to. Finally, let's
talk about the story. It's fucking dog shit.
Yeah, let's talk about the story. It fails to stay consistent and sets a rule and then simply forgets it in the next moment. Doesn't apply continuity in a decent way. Has seen changes at inconvenient times. Doesn't revisit interesting plot points when
what were the
interesting plot points? I didn't see any.
And ultimately fails to keep the story engaging for the viewer.
That's
rating 3.
Remember when they got a dragon and they didn't do anything with it and it grew up and then they rode it around and that was it?
Yeah, they brought it back. I mean, they could have just not done that.
Yeah, they could have just not done that.
I mean, fuck, when they all end up getting their fucking magical girl transformations and shit, just like, I don't know, make it so they can fly or something.
It's called henshin. Thank you.
But when they get all this stuff, like, they could just say, oh yeah, they can just fly now. Like, they fly now. They fly now. They don't need the fucking dragon. Like, the dragon doesn't fucking matter.
But Harley does for some reason.
I guess because it's cute and she gets a little pet.
Sure.
Okay, so
Harley's design was the only good part of this.
I was trying to find a one with it completed, but the closest I got is this one, which is 9 out of 10, and I ain't reading all this guy.
9 out of 10.
No, sorry, they watched 9 out of 10 episodes.
I was gonna say,
could you imagine, dude?
Someone call wellness check on this guy.
9 out of 10. Oh, it was everything I wanted and more.
So good.
So this guy rated it a 7, but he does recommend. So what he says, 2 things to know: this is an isekai, so naturally it flows. Some of the main formulas.
Yeah,
2,
whatever.
the characters are based off of 2 movies that weren't exactly a
What formulas
hit.
we following, dog? We got transported to another world, and that was it.
That's basically it.
I think that's maybe like some attempt to kind of justify the bland story. They're like, well, you know, in a lot of isekai, the story isn't super interesting, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's just a bad attempt to kind of, you know,
By the
soften
way,
the blow.
he did do this on August 10th, so he said, that said, it is enjoyable to watch.
Were you guys having fun watching this show?
So, like, the thing I don't understand in general about isekai is why people subject themselves to mediocrity. Like, why do you just continue to watch more and more of the same thing and go, I don't know, it was kind of bland, but...
So, I've told you this before for me, personally. It's just junk food. Like, I enjoyed it. It wasn't great. It's not terrible. 3.5 rankings. So, like, you know... Ronkins.
Holy fuck.
Look, I'm not good
not
with
great,
words.
not terrible.
I'll just chalk it up to English not being my natural language.
How long you been speaking English for?
22 or 3 years.
22 years, got it.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
So quite a while.
Okay, but still, like, okay, I'll preface.
No, I get it.
Okay, I kind of.
It's junk food. I got it.
Okay. Well, yeah.
I want to. Okay, so like, you guys have laid your thoughts out. You hated it, but I kind of want, because like I've been writing.
Here's where he switches up on us.
No.
He loved it the whole time.
Guys, I have to confess to you, I thought it was a 9 out of 10.
Really well done.
Okay,
honestly.
I know you guys shit talked on it, but I really enjoyed it.
Guys, Wit did amazing.
I pogged when I saw the Joker.
It
At
was
the end.
so poggy.
Okay,
Poggers.
so this is kind of like just what I want to say. So once again, I am a fan of these characters.
Yeah.
I have consumed a lot of isekai, even that vending machine one. So I can't say I'm a stranger to this shit.
Brother, I can make questionable decisions and have questionable tastes sometimes, but the vending machine one?
I did. It was
okay.
It was a nothing burger. That was a 6. Once again.
That's crazy.
Once again.
It's nothing burger 6.
Once again, I enjoyed my time when I was watching it, but could I have been doing something else? Sure. Was I? I had nothing else to do.
Yeah, you could watch some of the classics.
I could, but I'm afraid of them. I'm afraid of being disappointed. So that's the thing is like, I had you guys watch Alien 2,
Yeah.
Blade Runner,
Yeah.
and a couple other ones, right? You guys, at least you're kind
You
of like...
will not convince me Blade Runner is a good movie. I can see the arguments for Alien 1 and 2, even though I didn't personally like them that much. There were decent parts of them, but overall just not a thing for me.
So that's what I'm afraid of, is those movies are held in such high regard. They're put up at 9s and 10s, right?
No, you fucking trash on this shit when you don't like it. It is what it is. If you don't like it, you're not gonna like it.
So that's the thing is like, I want to watch them because I want to love them like everybody else. But if I watch it and I'm like, oh, my opinion isn't as the same as everybody.
No, that's the best part. You get to argue with the fans.
I know.
He's right, but
then they get mad.
But I also want to say too, it's like, well, you know, how much is like waiting another year, 2 years, like really gonna change your perspective on like, I don't know, fucking Brotherhood or
exactly, and like,
you know.
So I think it doesn't, and I understand that, but it's kind of like, do I want to watch a revered classic like Brotherhood that's been at the top of Mal for years, or do I want to watch, you know, the vending machine isekai where this guy was a vending machine otaku who got hit by truck gun, fell off a cliff, and now he's a vending machine.
Okay, Jose, I present you with these here. You have one, Brotherhood, full of potential, even though you haven't seen it. Like, a lot of people say it's good. I think it's pretty fucking good.
It's pretty fucking
Then you have vending machine isekai, and you're like, potential, forgettable trash.
But here's the thing.
I'm gonna watch this.
No one presented it to me like that. It's just me and my decisions. It's like, what do I want to do? Plus, you got to think about it. Okay. I do like to either watch these week to week or binge them. But Brotherhood is like 60 episodes, so I'm already kind of thinking...
It's longer than that, isn't it?
Brotherhood?
Yeah.
60, 70?
Fuck, man. I
think it's like 100 something.
I haven't watched Brotherhood since I was in like middle school.
I'll double
it's
check.
Been that
I'll
long.
fact check while you continue to talk.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, you know, you're saying that you're kind of hesitant about like jumping into, you know, these classics, and it's like
64 episodes.
64
Is
episodes.
It only 64?
I mean, I could believe it.
I thought it was longer.
It felt long as shit. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I loved it,
not in a bad way.
Yeah, like it was enjoyable. But like, I don't know. It's just like, if you're hesitant to jump into these like revered things, it's like, you know, well, what's keeping you back?
So
you know, you might really love it.
The biggest thing for me is time. Now, I get that I'm wasting my time.
Correct.
Using up 4 hours of my time
to watch
vending machine isekai, yes. But also consider
this.
Okay, I'm gonna bust out my Ben Shapiro. So once again,
no, don't do that.
Shut that down immediately.
No, don't.
Come on.
So,
no.
Okay. So, but yeah, Jose. So what do you got?
16 times 6, 18. Yeah. Okay.
So I could do like 8 episodes a day.
For the listeners here, he has busted out a calculator for his time.
Shut up.
Okay.
Shut up.
Yeah. Okay.
Shut
Okay.
up.
So what do you got, man? What do you got?
So okay. So this is like 8 episodes. 8 episodes is like let's clear that. 22 minutes of 8 episodes, right?
I never realized we'd evolve into a math podcast. We evolved from list to math.
We're going to teach you multiplication on this
It truly
episode.
comes full circle.
So,
remember when you told your math teacher you'd never use this shit again? He was right.
He was. He's laughing right now.
Yeah, he's laughing in his coffin.
To calculate anime episode times the amount.
Look, I don't even need a fucking calculator to do that. I just back of the hand math. Fucking 24 episodes. You finish like cut out openings and endings. 1 hour, 3 episodes.
Which you will do.
Yeah. 1 hour, 3 episodes.
So it's like 20 minutes.
Bang, 4 hours.
20 minutes tops, and unless they unless like the whole episode is gonna like remove the ending, the intro and outro, or any recaps that might happen, right?
Yeah.
So 4 episodes already is 1 hour? No, 3 episodes is 1 hour.
3 episodes.
Yeah, 2, 4, 6.
Hour.
There you go.
Yep. So that would be 2.5 hours. That is 1 Mad Max Furiosa. So
you can't. No, 4 hours for 12 episodes. 4 hours.
No. 8. So 8 episodes. That's 2.
Why are you using 8 as a measurement?
So because 64 episodes, if I measure it like that, then maybe I can get through it by getting through it every day, right? By watching 8 episodes every day.
So is the point of this here with your math equations here?
So for me, it's all about
it's
time.
gonna take too much time.
So for me, it'll be about time, and then it'll be about like I said before, it'll be about me being afraid of like, am I gonna be disappointed with this classic that I've heard so much about? Because I just want to agree.
Were you disappointed reading One Piece?
There were some parts, yes.
Okay, that's fair. Some some parts, but overall you enjoyed the experience.
Yes.
Well, I mean, like, if you want to watch Brotherhood or whatever, like, man, if you're disappointed, you're just going to be disappointed. Like, that's still your view.
Hate
you know?
on the things that people say are good. It's so much fun.
But that's the thing is
then
like
you get those reactions where you're telling us the parts of Madoka you didn't like, and then me and Salem are like,
losing your minds.
Yeah, like Martine said he didn't like the end of Code Geass. I think that's because he's kind of a child, but I mean, how old is Martine?
He just turned 16.
Yeah,
so.
he's still kind of a child.
There's
So if
room
he-
for growth.
If
Yeah.
he comes, like I was saying, like if he comes back to Code Geass when he's 22 and then he like
he's like,
reviews
You
it
know
with
what?
his-
The Zero
Oh,
Requiem was pretty good.
Yes,
actually.
of course.
It's like, thank you.
He was sacrificing himself the whole time.
So good.
So for me, it's like being afraid that I'm not gonna like it like everybody else, and then I have to like tell people like, yeah, I didn't think it was good, and then people are just like down my throat, like when I jump down your throat when you're like, yeah, Blade Runner was just like fucking stupid. I'm like,
Yeah, Blade
I'm
Runner
like,
was stupid.
like I just kind of have to hold myself back from being like, okay, but did you even
Yeah,
think about
I get the fact that there's a lot of fucking allegories to different things. That doesn't stop me from thinking it's a bad movie.
where it's like if it comes to
Because like I didn't even hate 2049.
Yeah.
I thought that was like pretty decent for what it was.
Ryan Gosling is so me, but
For real.
But-
Are you lonely? I can
I
fix that.
so I guess for me, it's just like being afraid that I won't be into it as much because those high classics, like they scare me. The only reason I got through Madoka was because it was 12 episodes. I was like, I can do this.
Fuck it, man. Rip the Band-Aid off. Like my problem with starting the quote unquote classics is always I'm just like worried I'm gonna run out of the good ones. Like
Oh.
I haven't started Bebop yet.
Samurai Champloo.
Yep, I haven't started that one. Like, I'm just like, fuck, man. At the end of the day, I might run out of the good shit, and then I'll have to start watching the vending machine guys.
So with the and
Sure, there's always a choice. Okay.
Yeah.
you can. There's always a choice.
I guess
always a
another
choice.
thing too is that I can also be like, oh, I was there day one, ground zero, to be like a vending
Yeah, I was
machine.
day
not
one
good.
on vending machine.
Yeah, vending machine, not worth it. Don't watch it. Oh, why did you watch it? Because I was watching it week to week. So like
I just had to know.
I had to know. If I start something, I want to finish it. So that's kind of what scares me is like, if I start it, I know I'm going to finish it, but then it's like, I'm thinking about my time. What else am I going to be consuming? I guess like,
Sure. I don't know. It's just, to me, it's like, you know, when it comes to like something that's revered, it's like, brother, if you don't, like, if I
If
met
you don't
someone,
like it, sure.
yeah, if I
Yeah.
met someone and
You're
they're
going to
like,
have discussions with people either way.
if I met someone and they're like,
Like,
yeah, I
we-
didn't like Brotherhood, I'm not going to jump down their throat. I
We've-
might ask why.
We've
but-
definitely had discussions on like how you didn't like Whole Cake Island very much.
Yeah.
And like that's one of my favorite parts of One Piece.
and I think
It's just differing opinions.
I-
It's not that you're wrong for not liking it. It's just like that's how you felt about it at the time.
and yeah, that's kind of like where I'm at, where I'm just kind of like, what am I kind of like looking for? And this Suicide Squad Isekai, not gonna defend it. This is
Piece of trash.
Damn it! I was hoping you was gonna be like, okay, now I
Alright.
reveal the secret sauce. I actually loved the.
Since
fucking
I've been
show.
watching week to week, it's incredible.
so I thought the first episode, just the first episode, had a lot of potential.
Correct.
Sure.
Correct.
I agree.
No,
I do agree. Yeah.
I'm with you on that.
I was very, very excited, especially since they dropped 3 at once.
Yes.
So it was 3 episodes at once, and I
Yes.
was very excited. But once we got to that 3rd episode, I was already kind of scratching my head,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, okay,
Prison Break.
This is the RE0 guy, but he did do VV, which was really good. So I don't want to attempt to even try RE.
Clayface referencing the fact that we're in an isekai.
Hey guys, I know I've made this joke 5,000 times, but this is just like in those isekai
Holly,
stories.
Mahashoujo.
This is the power of isekai.
I'm surprised he didn't even make that reference.
Yeah,
like,
honestly.
but he did go, oh, she's being a real tsundere
Oh
right now.
no, I forgot about that fucking line. Yeah, no, garbage. Fucking stop, man. Like,
So it's like, okay, and
This was written by committee. That's the only thing. Like, they had the fucking reins on the RE0 guy.
so I said this a while back too. I think this is 100%, hey, there's going to be a lot of people coming to watch this show that don't watch anime, or they only watch Naruto and Dragon Ball, right? They've never seen an isekai.
I love the idea that someone learns what a tsundere is through this anime. What's the tsundere? And then they look at that. Oh yeah.
But Japan also being obsessed with Michael Jackson. What's up with that?
Yeah, they love him. Big Michael fans.
They couldn't resist doing the hee during the
Like,
transformation.
I get Sega wanted to work with Michael, and they did that Sega Michael Jackson dream. Was it Genesis game?
It's one of them.
It's like okay, because Clayface being like an actor canon, him being like this mega nerd, like movie nerd kind of thing. Never seen that. Like he's always kind of been like, I am for the art. Like the only kind of Joe Clayface character we've had is the one from that Harley Quinn show, but that one is kind of like a meta. He's like, where he's doing like that. I am an actor.
Okay. He's playing it up a little bit, trying to be like dramatic and shit.
Yeah, and it's like that's funny because that's the show. It's ridiculous. Like, okay.
And like you said, he's generally an actor as his backstory. Like,
yeah,
sure, fine.
If you've seen Batman the Animated Series, there is that one episode where he becomes Clayface, and you kind of get the like, even though it's kind of dumb now when I think about it, where he's like, oh, I was putting on this amazing cream, but it was experimental.
Oh, and that's what caused. Yeah.
Yep, his flesh started to become clay, and he became Clayface, and all this stuff. Like, yeah, kind of dumb, but the way the narrative kind of told it to you was very compelling and grounded. Like, he turned into a clay monster, but he was compelling and grounded. But he was like a revered stage to like silver star movie star, but his popularity was kind of waning in the Batman the Animated Series.
Oh, okay.
And like we kind of get this tragic story about like why he's so like obsessed with becoming the best actor, and it kind of like you're like, whoa. Like,
I mean, that makes sense. You know, if you reach that high and you see that decline, you want to hold on to it.
Harleen Quinzel, like her story with the Joker, like the backstory about how like Harleen Quinzel was this starry-eyed like psychiatrist who wanted to be known and revered as being the one who cured the Joker. Instead, she got twisted by him and all this other, like her first, like Batman the Animated Series is her first appearance. Like that's where she first premiered. Like that's where we all first were introduced to Harley Quinn, if you were there.
Sure.
Somebody like Killer Croc, another tragic backstory, kid who was kind of born with this metagene mutation that just made him an alligator. Like, you know, there's a bunch of them like that. But like the Thinker, not really tragic. He's just kind of like, oh, I was obsessed with being like the best, like smartest man. But it's already like, yeah, but Lex Luthor is technically the smartest human.
He's just a smart asshole, basically.
Yeah. James Gunn gave him that sad backstory, Ratcatcher, that sad backstory in that Suicide Squad movie, where he was like, where Ratcatcher 2 was like, the rats would keep us warm, me and my father, and it was like Taika Waititi as Ratcatcher 1, where like there are different interpretations and they're all really good, and like, you know, but then we get this, it's like, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna give us? And they give us, Sherm, what did they give us?
Gave us a piece of dog shit.
So kind of like try to recall the story for me. Try to see if you can even do that.
All right,
yes, the story.
So Amanda Waller gathers a second Suicide Squad, because there's always a second Suicide Squad. We send them after the first Suicide Squad we sent, because for whatever reason, this always fucking happens where we gotta fucking go rescue the first one. So we get to this fucking kingdom. They fuck with the kingdom. They get captured. They get thrown in prison. They escape from prison. They take over the prison. They go back to the queen. The queen is like, hey, go fucking fight the elves or something, I think.
Yeah, it was something like there's a force
take back our fort. Yeah, something like that.
They come back from that heroic mission. For some reason,
the most deadpan, the heroic mission.
For some reason, the queen is pissed. I don't remember why. Probably.
Now they said that I remember them being like, "You destroyed our fort. We were just trying to take it back, and you just like demolished it." It was like, "Hey, you got it back. Like, quit bitching."
Like we beat the fucking enemy.
Yeah,
like fucking Clayface can remake the fort.
Yeah, they like we're always trying to find a reason to be upset with the Suicide Squad. They destroyed the fort, but like, didn't you want that plot of land back?
It almost felt like they were forcing a conflict because that's what we need to do to keep this going.
And that's
because
literally
the queen
what it
was evil. If you were paying attention.
Spoiler: the queen was evil,
but it wasn't actually the.
Spoiler, she was wearing
gets-
jean shorts.
It gets dumber the more I think about it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so walk me through it till like the end.
So the spoiler. So was that the spoiler? Multiple times. Do not listen if you haven't finished it. Was Joker there the whole time?
Yes, apparently Katana.
Yeah, because if you remember,
If you remember, Katana didn't have her signature katana.
I knew there was something off there. So at the end, when pretty much everything has resolved for the most part, like the evil necromancer bone bitch who is posing as the queen gets defeated, whatever.
So
With
how,
jean shorts.
They
How-
show the Joker in his katana form. What's up?
how did Joker get to the Isekai world? Did Amanda Waller send him there?
I'm glad you said that because
Or did he just make his own Joker portal to the Isekai world? Oh, fuck.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna finish this point real quick though. But at the end, you see Katana, not really Katana, walking through like a hallway to like this throne essentially, and you're seeing this fake Katana transform into different versions of the original Suicide Squad that was sent there. And from the dialogue they're giving, it's implied that this is like when they first arrived. Because they're like, oh, there's magic and blah blah blah, and then it's revealed to be the Joker all along.
So, like, I guess you could say, oh, well, the Joker went in the first Suicide Squad as Katana, but also he would have had to have some kind of shape-shifting magic.
Apparently.
But he got the magic when he got there, so that doesn't make sense.
No, it does not.
And I
Yeah.
think I said this. I don't know if I said this on the podcast, but I'm sure I said this off screen. I bet you the big bad is going to be Joker. I don't know if you guys remember that, but I did say that.
You might have mentioned it a couple times.
So I'm glad you brought up how did the Joker get there. So I was reading this comicbookreader.com, just kind of like article,
Oh,
which is like
yeah. Peak of quality.
by
I have to go outside the show to hopefully.
so Ronaldo.
I mean, I had to watch a fucking breakdown of Ava to understand Ava, and it still didn't help that much.
Ronaldo Matadine 11 hours ago posted
Spoiler.
Suicide Squad's 10 biggest mysteries left unanswered. Now, did that sound like a Watch Mojo video to you guys?
Top 10
Dude,
mysteries.
Watch Mojo is fucking tiers above fucking CBR. CBR is fucking horseshit.
True. So, where is Suicide Squad Isekai's queen Alondra? Who fucking knows? Like,
Who
probably
cares?
dead. Probably dead.
Yeah.
Who? Like, what does it matter?
Just gonna
I'm pretty sure it was just implied, yeah, the demon bitch posing as her probably killed her. Who cares?
What do you mean? That was the Joker.
What, the demon bitch?
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking, no, the queen. I'm saying, like, if they're wondering
Yeah,
where
the queen
is.
was the Joker.
No, the queen was replaced by the demon bitch with the bones and stuff.
the Joker was Katana.
Did you
the
not
whole
see?
time. No, when she was
Joker
doing
Katana during those events.
when he was doing all those
I don't know
transformations.
why I'm getting mad. It doesn't.
When he was doing those transformations, he was like showing us that he could do the transformations.
Sure.
It wasn't because you remember he was like, "Emperor, you bitch, you tricked me." That was Joker.
Yeah.
So okay, and then how did the Suicide Squad Isekai's Joker come over? I don't know. Like
It's-
not explained.
don't worry, we'll
Fantastic.
get it in season 2.
Is the undead king truly dead?
Who cares?
Yeah.
Literally, who gives a fuck?
Show me the shot with her fucking cut off jean shorts.
Do I have one?
So good.
Nope, no shot here.
Somebody was really cooking with that design.
All right. Well, Enchantress, be a friend.
Who cares?
Oh.
Who gives a fuck?
I mean, great design once again.
Yeah, her design is
Yeah,
fine. Like, I have no
good.
issues with it. But,
Yeah,
like,
you-
who fucking cares if she becomes a friend or not? Like, we'll just see.
You
I
drew a
guess.
hot enchantress. I'm so proud of you.
Okay, and like he writes whole articles too. Like,
Yeah,
man, I'm sorry, Ronaldo. I'm not
Dude,
gonna read
I gotta
them.
give you a word fucking salad here.
Does Amanda Waller have more Suicide Squad members to send? The answer is yes.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know
She's got, like, a
Where's
ton.
Copperhead?
The entire Bell Reeve
Dude, just
is
start sending in real criminals. They'll probably do better than
put
fucking
in-
Suicide Squad.
Just sending goons.
who's the
Get
ice
some of
chick?
Joker's fucking goons that they locked up in Arkham.
There you
or
go. Just roll the
something.
dice, man. If everyone gets powers eventually, one of them's got to get a good
Yeah.
one.
Copperhead, Bronze Tiger, Killer Frost.
Sure, yeah.
You've literally got
Like-
tons of other ones with powers. You sent Harley Quinn in. You sent Deadshot in.
Well,
Wait.
look how events turned out, Jose.
Captain Boomerang.
Where's Slipknot at?
Hold on. I have a question.
My favorite Suicide Squad.
Is Killer Frost an ice-based villain again?
Yes.
Yeah.
So there you have Mr. Freeze.
Yep.
Mhm.
Killer Frost.
Yep.
Yeah.
Captain Cold.
Captain Cold.
Captain Cold,
Okay.
And then you have Icicle Jr.
Oh fuck me. Fuck
There was
me.
there was literally a Young Justice episode where all the ice villains got together,
Nice.
and they were like, "Why are all the ice villains like
Break-
teaming up?
break
This is
the-
weird."
Break the fourth wall a little bit.
Okay.
So yeah, the answer is yes. Of course, there's more people to send. Whatever.
Yes, the entire Belle Reeve is her like.
Don't
just,
care. Next.
Can the-
point.
Can the rebels work with Suicide Squad Isekai's princess? Whatever.
She
fucking
like when
cares?
Harley called her Theo.
Like, I'd hardly really call these mysteries. This is just you asking a bunch of like hypothetical questions. You know what I mean? It's like,
Okay.
Cecile's armor holds epic power.
What happened to Cecile's magical armor in Suicide Squad Isekai?
Who cares?
Now, I did like how Harley gets her hyenas, but then where did they go?
What a good. She used
a
them as,
magical hyenas. I
She
don't
used
know,
them
man.
basically as yo-yos, which was hilarious.
It was pretty dumb. In the Injustice game, the hyenas are colored like their little mohawks are colored green and pink, and apparently they're a nod to Cosmo and Wanda because that Harley Quinn is voiced by Tara Strong.
Oh,
Let's
okay.
go.
But yeah, they're a summon. Whatever.
No. You can't magic it away. You
What
can't, You can't reason it away.
What happened
Okay.
to Fiona's mystical sword in Suicide Squad?
You mean fucking Cecile's mystical sword?
What
oh,
is it-
wait,
what does it
no,
matter?
no, she did have another.
You know what? You know what? Fucking King Shark probably ate it again. Just to be like, I'll keep it here.
Look, she dropped it under her bed. She couldn't reach it. Who fucking?
It's too far under
She has the
there.
bat.
I don't have my grippers.
What happened to Suicide Squad Isekai's evil ministers? Who
I imagine they were
cares?
probably killed. I don't know, man.
He put this at number 2.
Yeah.
Like no one's wondering this. You just I don't know.
I didn't realize we went back to a list. This is fucking pogged up.
Okay, what happened to Suicide Squad Isekai's first task force S? Who cares? Seriously.
I have no interest in checking. Like
They turned evil.
I
don't
want
fucking
them
know,
to
man.
come out later and be like, Suicide Squad didn't do so hot. We're not gonna make a season 2.
Oh my god.
What?
Okay.
What? But there's mysteries
But
that we need
the
answers to.
Joker.
Where's this piano card?
Yeah.
So, I was going to start this out
Maybe
with
he used
like
a piano car to get to the Isekai world.
It was actually an ancient relic. That's what it was. Yeah.
so
It's like a
currently
crystal, isn't it?
Suicide Squad Isekai is sitting
Yeah.
with a 6.63.
Yeah. No, that's too high.
Thank God I
20
brought that down earlier.
21,096 users have collectively come
I mean-
together and said mid.
I mean, fuck, like half the reviews on here, they don't even have the fucking entire thing watched. Like, there's probably some people rating this a fucking 7 because they watched 2 episodes and they're like, that was pretty good. I like that.
Probably.
And then they'll never go back to it.
So I did pull up the AniList one just to see if they had any reviews, and one guy said, if this is what DC has to offer to the anime community, respectfully keep it to yourself.
So relatable. I actually wrote that comment.
Oh, that was you. all
Yeah, that
along.
was me.
Oh, good job.
It
good
doesn't
job.
tell me who did it. Like, I wonder if I can click his profile.
Well,
Yeah,
Brett
Brett,
Sherm.
Brett
Like-
Omari.
Brett
that's,
Omari.
that's me.
Yeah.
Look at that activity history. It's going fucking nuts.
Yeah, this is a guy that's definitely in the trenches. He's day one watching vending machine and then going, everybody's please steer clear.
Man's doing God's work.
So I mean, I like anime. I started this anime podcast. I've been a big comic fan for years, but this was the biggest
Oh.
ball drop on earth.
You mean our comic book podcast featuring anime sometimes?
Special guest.
Special guest, Suicide Squad Isekai.
Like, what happened here? I have 100% made by Kamini.
Fucking Warner Brothers had their hands in this all over the place.
Warner Brothers probably said, you need to make it funny. You need to, include some jokes. And Japan was like, oh, we got a ton of that. Don't worry.
My whole thing is like I can point to specific moments and be like, this is a trope specifically for anime. Like I pointed out to you last episode. It's like the climax of the battle, play the opening.
Oh yeah.
It's a fucking bog standard for like action shown in anime. It's like just paint by numbers. Like, oh well, we have a checklist of 10 things. All of these things got to be in it.
You have to put everything in by the end of the
We got to
series.
have a cutesy fucking animal side character that we acquired along the way. Why? What are we gonna do with it?
Who
No
knows?
fucking
Who
idea.
cares?
Oh, well, we're in a fantasy setting. Just dragon. I guess. Fuck it. Whatever.
Dragon.
Give her a dragon. They fly now. They fly
fly
now.
now.
Now,
Transformation sequence check.
Yeah, we got to have that. So there you go.
okay, so kind of weird.
Amanda Waller hitting a banger ending.
Hell yeah, brother.
And
You know
the
what?
Waller?
Good decision. I'll say.
Dude,
They did good on the
decision.
openings and ending.
We need
Like,
to see that Waller on TikTok. That's how you know
No.
it's really made it.
No,
Anyways,
don't subject,
Jose, put the Waller on our TikTok.
Don't subject
we'd all have to
anyone
do
to
it.
that.
All right.
We'd all have to hit the Waller and put it
down.
up on TikTok.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest. I've seen very little about this show on TikTok,
Oh,
like
have
at
you?
all.
Okay.
And my
So-
feed's not 100% anime, but like I get bits and pieces here and there.
I think
no
this-
one is talking
You'd think
about
it'd pop up if it. was
Yeah,
going
if
to.
anyone had like any real interest in this.
So-
Like, were you here when me and Salem went through YouTube to find reviews?
For what?
Suicide Squad.
Oh, he wasn't here for that.
No.
Yeah, we looked because we were like trying to gauge the general reaction, and there were a couple that are like pogging out at like the last episode, but most of them that were entirely negative or like said it's mid.
There
You guys
was
looked
one.
at Gigax to see?
No,
no, we watched his him.
He was reacting to the Harley Quinn design.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So lots of people. Suicide Squad is painfully mediocre. See tactics. Scamboli reviews. I actually kind of watched some of this stuff. Suicide Squad anime is, and then he put in the thumbnail. It's bad. Let's see here. Suicide Squad Isekai has fans feeling some kind of way. So this was episode 2, I think 2 and 3.
It's terrible.
Suicide Squad take Isekai is in trouble.
This one is the funniest to me because this guy's clearly an RE0 stan, but he's like, this guy wrote it, but it's bad. I don't get it. It's like, yeah, because the thing you like is fucking dog shit too.
Like, I will say, like, so roughly we got about a month to more recent for these videos where they're saying, like, yeah, it's bad, it's mid, whatever.
Again,
But-
let's throw woke trash on anything. I don't know why. I don't
yeah,
know how the
no,
show was woke trash.
The woke
but
shit
sure.
makes no sense. That has
Yeah,
nothing to do
like-
with how bad it actually is.
Okay, so this guy said the internet was wrong about the Suicide Squad Isekai anime in season 2. I gotta click on it to kind of see it. Thank God I got an app.
Yes.
Will
we
peak.
we got your click. Mission accomplished.
Now I don't even think I run ads on any of my stuff.
Isekai Gold.
RE0's author just made the best Isekai of the season with Suicide Squad Isekai.
I just want to say real quick, that video where it's saying season 2 is going to be peak.
Peak?
Did we watch the same show?
We did. So I'm
Like,
pretty sure
How many anime have you watched? Like,
probably so many.
I would rather watch Twisters than watch fucking Suicide Squad Isekai for another goddamn second.
Okay, so we've got some shorts, right?
Yeah, 3 upvotes. This tells you a lot.
Well, how long did he upload this? 5 hours ago.
All right, thumbs down, move on. Does it? Did he watch?
does it?
Did he watch the same thing? He must have turned on the Suicide Squad cartoon,
Maybe.
and he was like, "This is fantastic."
Okay.
Can I get that Harley design, by the way? That's fucking sick as fuck.
Would have been too hard to like do the mesh every single time, dude.
Just draw it like a shader.
This is rough. Okay, so there are some people that understand that this is not good.
Yeah, but then this ending is nuts, Pog.
Oh yeah, no. When Sherman and I were seeing those, where they're fucking. There's one guy who's like making a straight up pog face. He's like, "Oh, episode
Yeah,
9 and
big
10
pog.
reaction." What were you pogging about? I don't understand. I
Dude,
literally
did you
don't.
see how Harley did a magical girl
Oh, so
transformation?
fucking cool. Did you see when Clayface did the Michael Jackson?
Okay, things
It
DC
was
fans,
Joker.
Hell yeah.
things DC fans never asked for. Amanda Waller getting
Yeah,
down.
this
in
is-
an
Brother,
episode.
look, Amanda Waller hitting the wall and the ending is peak. I'm sorry. That's the good thing.
I enjoy your switch up from I hate this to immediately enjoying it.
I've learned to love it over time.
I didn't even get an opening or an ending in that last episode. What
Yeah,
the
that's-
fuck, Richard?
It's the worst. Hey, I wonder is this Kamen Rider or Super Sentai?
Huh?
Is this the one with the wheels on their face?
That is Sentai.
Oh yeah, that's the wheels on their face. Anyways,
Yo,
dude,
did I ever tell you about one of the Black Kamen Riders where he cracks his knuckle like Ken Kaneki? I know I told Salem.
Yeah, yeah.
He's just like fucking puts the sword in his belt and fucking like
Oh,
cracks his fucking knuckle.
I wish I could tell you about that character, man. It fucking cracks me up.
so
So cringe.
I guess like
But like I enjoy the fact that
Like,
it's that cringe.
His form is good. It's just that, like, it's funny the setup for it. Because if you remember, it's set Avenge.
Yeah.
There's what he's Avenge. I could tell
Don't
you,
worry
but-
about it.
Anyway,
set of it.
So Suicide Squad on Mal currently sits at 503 favorites.
Is my ex roommate on that list?
No, he doesn't care for any of this.
Are you sure?
Yeah, he doesn't care
He
for.
might see the Harley Quinn design.
I
and
mean-
that might draw him in.
I mean, maybe I could text him.
Yeah, be like, hey, did you check out that Suicide Squad Isekai?
All right, hold on.
like with the favorite shit, it's probably the same thing with like the reviews. Like maybe they added it 2 or 3 episodes in, and
Yeah, and they're like, I love this. This is the greatest.
There's a lot of potential.
A lot of
Okay.
potential.
Tell me about the ending. What did you think about the ending? Like, to repeat,
It was a wet fart.
give me
I
the-
don't know. What
Yeah,
give me
don't
the last.
forget-
Give me the
Don't
last two
forget how,
endings.
like, episode 2, me and Jose watching together, we were like, oh, that princess and Harley look awful similar. And then they did
Interesting.
thing where they switched places.
So fucking cool.
Yeah, it was awesome. Cut her head off, and then Harley hit it with a baseball bat. Fucking sick.
But Top 10 Mysteries, is the villain really dead, though?
Probably not. I mean, she's the undead queen, so, like,
Welcome to comicbookreader.com. Today we're counting down
So
the
the
biggest
ending, right?
mysteries unsolved.
So here's the thing, right? Obviously,
was that an ending?
Hmm?
Was that
No.
the ending, or was that just the beginning?
It's the beginning
that's the
of
question,
season
right?
2.
They set up the Joker.
The Joker.
Like, okay, so the ending, yeah, so beat evil bitch with her terrible ass fucking design with those jean shorts.
Yeah.
You know, fucking, the problem is that we stopped caring very early on. We were watching the show because we had to complete it.
Because we got to review it for this.
Yeah,
Hopefully
we
the
have to review it.
algorithms and SEOs. And...
Like, shit happened, but it wasn't entertaining. It wasn't interesting. I mean, the problem is when you're not invested in the story, getting to the end of it doesn't really matter.
One of the parts I liked was when Peacemaker randomly tortured that elf. And it was like super fucking brutal.
He was into it, man. He was fucking loving that shit.
And he's like, I'm doing this for peace.
This is Lady Liberty is my justice.
What was that line in the movie? Like, I'll kill as many women and children as I have to.
Yeah.
Like, I fucking love that, man.
Hell yeah.
Oh my God.
Murder women and children.
So, I mean, I won't make us watch season 2 when it inevitably comes out.
No, absolutely not.
I will watch and I'll kind of give you guys the play-by-play
You
every
let
week.
me know if there's another Harley Quinn transformation.
Feel free if the story is, like, actually better.
But I guess that's kind of the question here is like the anime failed on many fronts. We've seen the reviews. We've seen the YouTube thumbnails and clickbait.
Hog.
Like
up.
does
I'm sorry. I'll stop doing it. But it was the Joker? Fucking kills me. Anyway.
You're telling me the Joker was involved?
like I'm just so upset. I'm so disappointed. Like it's not even a 4 because it's like, oh, there was potential there. It's because there was potential initially and then it just completely went downhill. Like like some of your guys' favorite parts, like there's only parts, right? Like
yeah, there's like
Peacemaker.
I can count them on a hand. Probably.
Yeah, like Peacemaker torturing the elf, or fucking the rat catcher and Deadshot scene.
It's like, yeah, Ratcatcher, cool design.
Yeah,
Like,
he
looked
He had
cool.
a cool staff.
Main villain demon bitch, I think she looked cool, but the jean shorts ruined it.
Staff was cool.
It got better. Got better because her original snap's fucking ugly.
Like
There's like small little things. Like Sherm said, like on one hand I could count them.
there's almost nothing to say about this. Like it's just so bad, and I don't like if this would have gotten another 2 to 3 episodes to complete it like a normal season.
No.
Would have not done anything different.
Like
yes, I agree.
probably the best way I can describe this to anyone listening is like when there's an unfinished game and they're like, oh, don't worry, day 1 patches are coming. There's no day 1 patch for Suicide Squad Isekai coming. This is what you got. Like this is barely functional as a thing you can watch and like enjoy. You probably can enjoy it.
Well, if I envy people that like maybe were invested in the story, because like, what fucking story is there to really invest in? The world is bland as fuck. I don't like the conflicts. Who gives a fuck?
It's the blandest story.
Like literally, they're just there to defeat the rogue Suicide Squad members that went in first. Like the conflicts, like the elves or whatever, like the orcs or whatever too, like the pigmen and stuff.
Yeah.
Like they're just there because fantasy. Like
Yeah,
what about them? What are they like? Like we don't get any of that.
Oh, another good part was when Ratcatcher and Deadshot were both in prison together.
You know, that's one of the few good ones. Yeah, and he gave him that sick mohawk.
Yeah.
Yeah, he should have kept that.
Ratcatcher, my boy.
Remember when he's like, come on, man.
Ratcatcher.
He's like, you gotta give me, I'll trade you. Ratcatcher can only jerk off to this. And it's like rat porn or something. It's like, what is going on?
Oh, I gave away all your good porn so you can have rat porn. You're welcome, Ratcatcher. I got you, homie.
You're my boy.
You're my boy.
It was, honestly, I'm so just kind of like, vending machine was better.
Sure. Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
I would probably
yeah.
watch through vending machine, go, I got nothing out of this, but at least it was like.
Because, like, one, I don't live in Japan. So, like, the fact fact that he was turning into all these
I mean,
different vending machines, and I'm like,
was
do
there a
they do
used
that?
panty vending machine?
There was not, but he did turn into a dirty magazine
All right,
vending machine.
Close enough.
To kind of like trick these guys away from the vending machine because they were gonna like assault somebody.
Does he become a pizza vending machine?
No, but he does become a gas like
Gas.
a fueling station.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Turns
I can get
into a
behind that.
gas pump. Let's go.
Yeah, he turns into a gas pump. So like he turns into a gumball because that's technically a vending machine or something. I don't know how.
Gumball dispenser,
Okay.
sure.
I don't know how that works. Okay, so like yeah.
All right, this has more depth than I originally thought. Way
There's
better-
potential here.
Way better than Suicide Squad.
Yeah, like the vending machine was way better than like these are characters I like. I have a bunch of DC Suicide Squad back there. Like this is something I like. So the fact that the first movie fucking bombed and was trash, the fact that the second one underperformed, killing the entire thing,
Yep.
the fact that no one cares to watch the animated movies, which are actually really good in my opinion, the fact that the goddamn Suicide Squad game made by the goddamn people who did the Batman Arkham games decided to do a loot shooter of all things, the Suicide Squad just can't catch a break. They're just L's left and right.
I mean, you know, if this attracted some anime fans to like maybe dive deeper into like DC stuff or just like specifically Suicide stuff, I don't know how that would have happened, but if it did, good
Honestly, this would scare them away, in my opinion.
Correct. You are correct.
But if there are some of those people out there, good for them. I wish them well on their journey. But it would have been nice if we got a fucking story.
You write into the email, and we'll send you a list of good stuff you can check out.
Email you can go to is let me see isano.moncho@gmail.com, or you can also hit us up on Twitter at hold on, it's right here.
Mm-hmm.
Twitter login. Yeah, I'm always gonna call it Twitter. I ain't fucking typing in X.
It's still. Oh no, they changed the domain.
Yeah, they changed it. Like it is now like 100%.
Hold on, just gotta scan a quick QR code here.
Nah, I'm just gonna
We'll get there.
I'm just gonna pull the Twitter up my phone. Let's see. Yep, at isano_monjo.com. I'm sorry.
.com.
At isano_monjo.
Okay.
Or if you want to like contact us on Instagram for whatever reason,
Hell
same thing, isano_monjo. So like you want to reach us there, okay, I guess. But
hit us up in the YouTube comments. Tell us how much you love Suicide Squad.
I
Now,
mean,
what was your favorite moment from Suicide Squad?
The
like
one where Harley Quinn transformed.
insanity. I just don't understand. Insane.
Made by committee.
Okay, so
let's move on. I think we've done enough with this.
we don't have to go in depth. Like we're done with Suicide Squad. I know you guys are done forever. Season 2 comes out. I'll let you guys know what's going on.
Yeah, give us the cliff notes. If the story's dog shit, just say that. And
By the way, for all the people that want to continue the Suicide Squad Isekai journey, there is a
Read some
webtoon.
comic books.
Yep, webtoon line manga and Jump Toon on August 25th. They will be releasing a comic. So if you're into that.
Huge.
All right, so let's just kind of end off in a good note. We did watch something good.
Hell yeah.
Furiosa.
yes.
What a
Good
banger
fucking
of a movie.
Witness me.
Oh, what do you guys have to say about that movie?
What don't I have to say? You pick what you want to talk about. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, like the whole movie was good.
Immortan Joe coming
My
back.
fucking boy.
You can't
Immortan
even
Joe.
tell that's a different actor. He does talk a lot though, which kind of ruins the mystique a little bit.
He has.
No, it's fine.
I think it's okay. I mean, he has like a decent number of lines there, but like it helps that this is supposed to be a prequel. So even though it is a different actor, you're just like, yeah, okay, he's slightly younger.
When you see him talking the majority to, he's like talking to his inner counts, whatever. He's talking to his inner dudes.
Right, his generals.
His generals, the people eater and the bullet farmer.
Also, what was it? Scrotus and Mortis?
Scrotum
and Rictus Erectus.
Yeah.
Yes.
His two sons.
Yep.
By the way, Rictus Erectus was not in the first one.
That's okay.
But he didn't die in this one.
That's okay.
Was he not in the first one?
No.
Yeah, they just got
Fuck,
stranded.
I remember Jack all the first one, Christ.
They got left in the middle of that battlefield because Furiosa took their fucking supercar.
Yeah, but remember, was it Scrotus?
Oh.
He ran after.
Rictus ran after them.
Yep,
the
Rictus.
boy.
Yeah, Rictus, I mean, he was dehydrated, didn't have enough water, probably passed out in the desert.
Now, I had to go give Big
killed.
Strong Man a pizza while you guys watch Furiosa's journey from little girl to being with
slightly bigger girl.
With
Very slightly.
What was his name? Her romance with
Praetorian Jack.
Praetorian Jack.
Yeah.
Ray Jack.
Like Mad Max Light, but he was very charismatic. I liked him.
I didn't like the fact that it was romance. It felt weird and awkward to me.
Like them just being like a mentor, him helping out the girl, like that's perfectly fine.
Yeah,
just
that was
have it there.
yeah. When they kind of like got feelings for each other, I'm glad it wasn't like I love you, I'll do anything to protect. I'm glad they were just like, look, you and I need to get out of here.
like somebody made a point one time that I really think about a lot. It's like when two characters exist on screen of opposite genders, they do not need to end up together at the end of the thing.
Not always, yeah. Like sometimes they can just be platonic, or they can just understand that they're both like people who need to do something or have interests that align.
Just like real life.
Yep.
Like another good example I could think of would be like Harry Potter. At no point did I care about the romance in Harry Potter.
You weren't squealing with joy when you ended up with
for the first like 4
Ginny? Are you thinking of Ginny?
Yeah, Ginny. Like
Jenny and
Cho Chang.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, when they like fucking kissed or whatever.
Cedric Diggory's so fucking hot. Oh my god, have you ever seen that boy?
Oh.
He became a vampire and then a Batman.
I was gonna say, is that guy? Yeah,
Yep.
okay.
Yep.
That was a Goblet of Fire, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
My boy.
Yeah, because after that, he's dead.
My
Spoilers
boy.
if you
He's in
haven't.
the fucking ground.
Spoilers if you haven't read or seen The Goblet of Fire.
By the way, Henry Cavill has had a really bad ride in Hollywood. He was apparently Rowling wanted Henry Cavill to be Cedric, but he was considered too old.
Yeah.
When they were thinking about doing Bond with Casino Royale guy,
Craig something.
Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
He was considered too young. So
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I kind of agree with that. James Bond's definitely like an older dude.
he'd be like mid-30s best starting out, and Daniel Craig I think was already like 40s, mid-40s.
Yeah, that's
So-
about where I'd
So
want
this
my
man's
James
just getting
Bond.
rejected on both sides of the spectrum for like his age.
And then kind of look at like what The Witcher, he got kicked off The Witcher because he's like, you're not following the lore, and they're like, get the fuck out.
Honestly, like, props to Henry Cavill for sticking to the source material.
Like I respect his passion for the project. Like that's what a lot more projects need is people that care.
Yeah.
And they're like invested in what it is. So, I mean,
Suicide
good for him.
Squad Isekai. Sorry, I had something in my throat.
Yeah. There might have been a lack of passion in some places.
But
you know?
I might not have gone far enough in some places.
here are two movies that were made with passion by their creators: Furiosa, Pacific Rim. Both are technically flops. Now, Pacific Rim did make its money, but just barely.
And Mad Max Fury Road made its money, right?
Oh, no.
Really?
Barely. That's what I'm saying. These movies, Furiosa, Mad Max, Fury Road, they're barely like getting their budget back.
Well, because you said like the general rules you have to like double for like the marketing and stuff, right?
Correct.
And that's you just breaking even.
Yeah, and breaking even is no longer a valid strategy because it's just like, it's kind of like the lottery. Hey, I'm playing for $5. Oh, I won 10. I basically just got $5 other dollars. It's like, did you really win something? You just doubled your money.
Yeah.
I think that's why the kind of like the indie movies, like not indie movies, but like the modern, just like, hey, I'm going out to watch a romance or a comedy. You want to come? It's like, sure, I'll come. And it's a funny Will Ferrell movie. Everybody goes watches it. It's like, oh, this movie made like $250 million. Oh, you mean the budget of like one Marvel movie? Oh yeah, but it was like made on $15 million. Like that is a profit. That's where movie studios basically made their money. And now everything is just like the modern blockbuster. If the movie isn't on a budget of like $200 to $300 million or close to that, you're not making a movie apparently. That's why these movies are just kind of like, that's why I'm kind of like, okay, they're trying to do other movies. Ben Affleck as Hulk Hogan? Sure. Am I going to watch it? No, because I have no interest.
I mean, biopics, I feel like are definitely a safer choice.
But like we talk about this a lot. Like I watched Brad Pitt baseball movie.
Moneyball.
Right, fantastic.
It's because it's not a baseball movie.
True. And it is a biopic technically of a sort.
Yeah.
Like
that guy passed away recently, I think.
Oh, did he?
Like within the last few weeks.
Oh.
Billy Bean.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Oh.
He was young too.
Yeah, because
anyway.
Yeah, like that movie, amazing, like fantastic. Just a
You've
really
seen Moneyball, right?
I don't think I have, no.
We're watching Moneyball next time.
We gotta watch. Yeah, we gotta
Okay,
get you on Moneyball.
sure.
So I would say like Moneyball, The Big Short, like just kind of like retellings of those kind of movies are just kind of like retellings of events that happened that are true events, but they're dramatized and they're good. But now I think we're getting to the point where it's like, oh, we've had a bunch of music biopics. Now let's just do a bunch of random other people. That's kind of where like that manga comes in. It's like I personally wouldn't care to watch a movie about the Charlie Brown guy, but hey, if it's in a manga form, that's a little bit more interesting. Rather read that than watch the movie about it.
Sure, and you'll probably end up learning something.
Exactly. Which is like, do I care for Hulk Hogan, Ben Affleck, Gawker movie? Like,
I am
no.
a real
American, fight for the rights of every man.
So it's kind of like movies are in this weird state where like some of these directors like James Cameron, there was an article on IGN that I read. I didn't bring it up because I know we're kind of done talking about Avatar for now, but he's been saying like Avatar 4, I will make them. They will literally have to strap me down to a chair for me not to make them. I will make them as long as I'm alive. And it's like, well, you know, big props to you, man. Like half of it is your money, half of it is the studios because they do make $1 billion right now. But who's gonna go watch Fire and Ash? Me and us.
So the only reason I saw the second one was because like more morbid curiosity. It's like if he would have been making these things back to back, I would have 100% been in until there was a bad one.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like, I loved the first one. I saw
Yeah.
it in theaters. I
But
thought it
kind
was
of
good.
12 to 13 years removed from that.
Yeah.
Well, that's the problem, too. It's like, you know, even though something's super good, like, I really enjoyed the first Avatar, too much time had passed, and I stopped giving a fuck.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Yeah.
I've been waiting long enough, man. I got other stuff on my brain, and then I didn't watch it.
So it's like I said, Alien 1 and 2, I know, and then I watched the third one, I was like, so I didn't even bother with 4, and apparently 4 is like the worst one.
4 has the one that's her child, right?
The alien's her child, yeah.
Yeah, and they fucking clone Ripley, I think.
Yeah, she's
Hell
a cloned
yeah.
Ripley.
Lovely.
Gotta have Ripley there.
We got to
It's
keep her in the story.
not an Aliens movie if we don't have Ripley.
So and then it's like Terminator, right? I watched all the Terminators, but at this point I can just be like, just watch 1 and 2. Don't bother
Yeah,
with the rest of them.
Like, dude, I love Terminator, but like the problem is that it's really hard to like say I still like it when all the products they're pretty much making after like 2 are just
Oh, you like Terminator? I just saw Terminator Salvation.
oh.
Is that that's like what you like, right?
It's the worst one.
Well,
What'd you think about Dark Fate?
That's the thing,
no.
and that's the thing too. Is like if you tell people like, "Oh, I like the Terminator movies," you like Salvation. It's like it immediately goes to like the bad stuff.
Yeah, you kind of have to say like, no, I like Terminator 1 and 2.
It's like,
You know.
hey, I'm a big Predator fan. You like that Predators movie, the one where that guy wore the helmet, the
Actually.
one with the kid with the Down syndrome? It's like,
Fucking
stop.
remind me of that shit, dude. Man,
Prey was good.
so I'll say like the majority of the Predator movies are good. I binged them some time ago, as you guys know, and like what was it? What's the third one? Was it the Predator? That's Predators. Right?
The third one is Predators by
Yeah.
Robert Rodriguez.
See, I didn't have a lot of good memories of that movie,
Yeah.
but when I watched it again after binging 1 and 2 at first, I really liked it.
Yeah.
I really like Predators. And I watched Prey because I'm not watching the fucking 2017 movie or whatever.
Although
What is it? The Predator? What do they call
I think
it?
it's just Predator.
Yeah, I'm not watching that shit. But Prey was okay. I didn't love it, but it wasn't a bad movie.
I did like that it's different.
Oh yeah,
Like,
no,
they're not in the future. They're not in LA.
dude. Oh man, dude, Predator 2. Look, I didn't hate the movie, but fucking hell, man,
What was that?
I remember liking it a lot more. I don't think it's bad, but it just was kind of a slog almost to get through. Because like Predator 1, I fucking adore that movie. But then Predator 2, I'm just like,
Arnie,
no.
dude. Arnie's a classic, like, motherfucker. So yeah, like, it's
But-
these franchises, like, these franchises balloon so far now that, like, we get a good one, people are like, I don't know what that is. I'm not watching it. Or kind of like Sherm, where he's like, hold on, let me check the review score. It's like, even if it had, like, a mediocre review, like, some people are absolutely bound to the Rotten Tomatoes scores. Like, Rotten Tomato scores. You know, like,
you were the one that just said like these movie franchises get so bloated. It's like if that's the case, like, am I gonna go watch all the Transformers movie because I kind of like that first one?
you shouldn't. But
Yeah.
the animated one does look a little different. Since
Oh,
the first
that's gonna be some.
Since the first trailer to like the most recent stuff, I am just a little bit more hopeful.
So, if I recall, I'm not hopeful at all, man. But if I recall, you said that you'd pay for us to go.
Yes.
Okay, I will hold you to that. I will still go with you, but
Hey, I paid for everyone's pizza. That was like $90 today.
well, all I'm saying is I have no hope, man. Like,
Jose's going 3 for 3 on bad movies.
Okay, and if this one's just decent to mid,
Yeah, that's fine.
will you hold me to that?
No, if it's decent, I mean, whatever. You won one.
as fervent as I am for my love of Transformers, I'll admit if it's a good movie. It just doesn't. I don't like the look of them.
No.
The look is kind of what's been putting me off. It's just like
Fucking
Orion
janky.
Pax doesn't look like he kind of should. They don't look like Autobots.
They
They kind
look
of look
soft, if that makes sense.
They're too rounded rather than rough.
Yeah, like they need the fucking
Sharp-
edges and shit,
sharp-
man.
Yeah.
Fuck
sharpen them
G1,
corners
they were a
up.
bunch of like blocks and shit. Like I love that. When you make them all these soft, like I don't know how to describe it. They look toy-like, and their fucking faces are weird.
They're toys.
And
I know, but I
Made
mean
for
like in a
children.
bad way.
And I
Made
don't
for
know.
children.
I don't know if it's supposed to be because like this is pre-transforming, which I kind of get, but then again, it's
Sure.
like they were still like pretty edged out.
Well, I don't know. Like when they're on like their Cybertronian forms, like I guess getting fucking vehicle modes or whatever. Like I have no problem with how they look. It's just that in this movie they just look bad. Like I don't know. Like the animation just seems kind of wonky and
Janky,
the
weird.
faces don't look good. I don't know.
We're not getting Peter Cullen. We're getting Chris Hemsworth. Who was?
Fuck. Something master. Crazy guy. Trash.
Dr. Dementus.
Yeah, Mr. Dementus.
Dementus.
I am the Red Dementus.
When you said master, I was thinking of Mix Master. I
Rictus
think, from fucking
Erectus.
Transformers. Yeah, Rictus Erectus, really good name. But
Jesus.
yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see if Transformers 1, right? That's the name of it.
Transformers 1. That's the name
Transformers
of it.
1.
Yep.
We'll see. We'll see.
Sure.
So, I mean, like Furiosa, like these Hollywood movies, they're so good, but then they flop because, like, look at it here. The metric is 79, the Rotten Tomatoes is 90, and IMDb 7.10. Like, this is a generally well-liked movie. 85% like this movie, Google users. But look at this. Box office, 172 million of a budget of 168 million. This barely made its budget. And that's just without doubling it for marketing. Because I don't know if you guys remember, this was everywhere. This was pushed like really hard. If you don't remember around that time, well, I block all my ads because I have ad block on YouTube and stuff. Well, I have premium, and then I know you block all your ads, so you probably weren't seeing it. I don't know about you.
Like just ads in general.
If I remember,
I just tune them out.
if I remember right, this happened like I saw this like a month or two before it came out, which is pretty late in the game.
What, May 24th is when this came out?
No, I mean like that's when I saw the trailer for this. So
Oh, okay.
seeing it pretty late, and then again, it's like a time period because when did Fury Road come out?
Fury Road was 2016. I am
Yeah,
100% certain.
Fucking 8 years is a long time, and fucking like keeping me excited for a movie.
2015. This is kind of like what I said before. Like this barely made its money back with $380 million back then. So
Yeah.
like, I mean, and the Mad Max movies were almost like, at least the first two were pretty low budget. But they became successful. By the way, if you ever just find some YouTube clips of like Mad Max and then they American dub over the Australian voices, it's so hilarious because like, we don't understand what Australians say. We don't get it. We know an Australian. Oh, you guys got nothing to say to that?
Yeah, we know in Australia.
He calls himself Crazy Australian. I think it's just because he's like 1 foot in the grave.
Yeah.
Anyways, like this movie was good. I really liked it. It's like my 5th, 6th time watching it because big strong man.
I'm getting tired, homeboy. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, let's wrap it up. So
real low energy.
yeah, let's wrap it up. Great movie. Big recommend from me. What about you guys?
No, I hated it. It was the worst movie I've ever seen.
Oof.
Really good fucking movie. Like it's hard, like there's nothing really bad to say about it. Like I enjoyed it.
Yeah, that fucking chase sequence with the war rig. That shit was so.
I'm glad we got another war rig. Well, after the shit show that was Suicide Squad Isekai, I'm glad we did watch something good. We
Don't
enjoyed
forget
it.
about our other favorite show this season.
Oh, Plus Size Elf?
Our favorite show, Sherm?
The one that you skip? Just
Yeah, I gotta know what's going on. I caught most of it.
We gotta complete that Mal.
That's right. Had to let the people know I'm cultured like that.
All right. Well, okay. So I've been Jose, aka Isano Monjo. You can find us at, like I said before, Twitter, Isano_Monjo, Instagram, same thing. Email, isano.monjo@gmail.com. This is me signing out. What about you guys?
Ready to go home, Monsoon?
I am ready to go home.
What's
Real
my
low
fucking
energy.
name?
Doctor,
Goddamn.
turn off my pain inhibitors.
Turn off my release the limiters on my body.
Yeah, turn off my
Dude,
cringe inhibitors.
Revenge is so fucking cool.
It's fantastic.
Have you guys played it?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Oh, man.
I need to get to it.
So
Back on the
good.
ye old Xbox 360.
I got a PS3 copy.
Played it on the PC. I had to use a controller.
Do you own Revengeance?
Yeah, PS3.
Did you play it?
Yeah.
I played the first mission.
Oh.
Play the fucking game. It's good.
Play the whole fucking thing.
I'll get to it. All right. This is us signing out. Bye.
But goodbye.
Bye.